Christopher Machine combined to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
No, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the Christopher Machine combined to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the Christopher Machine combined to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the Christopher Machine combined to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the Christopher Machine combined to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the Christopher Machine combined to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the Christopher Machine combined to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests.
Oh, hello, everybody. How is everyone doing, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for joining me here on the Untitled Twitch stream. John Hastings, the main event. Professor John, the main event, McNeish Hastings, ladies and gentlemen. And Chris Betts will be joining us in a moment, and we will explain where Chris has been. And I have a lot of questions. Elliot Steele is supposed to be joining us. Ed Knight is supposed to be joining us, but none of them are here yet. What am I going to do? Play Vice City? What the hell? All by myself. Baldy. Alex Watson, welcome into the chat. After the stream, I think I might get baked and play Vice City. Join me there. And then it's the end of our broadcasting week. Where's the link? I sent it to you. I think I emailed it to you. If not, I'll shoot it to you again. Da da da. Facebook. Was Chris with your mom? What? No. I don't get that. I don't get that line at all. I don't get that goddamn line at all. Come on, Facebook Messenger, open, you prick. I have so many questions for Chris for where we just were. I have so many questions. Oh, I'm very excited. Come on. I'm out now. Send me the link when you're ready. Paste. Bum, 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 bum. Welcome, Raiders. Chaz, Redhead, welcome, Raiders. Thank you so much for rating Chris Betts. Chris Betts is on his way here. That's why there is no... There he is right there. Oh, my God. Chris, you just got rated by Chaz.
Oh, shit. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you so much for coming on. I think Chaz probably brought you here because he is getting ready to kick the shit out of me at Civilization next week.
That's exciting.
Thank you so much for the raid. I don't have a video, so here's me doing the robot.
That's good.
Raid.
Chris, are you gonna? Can we talk about where we just were and what the hell was that?
We absolutely can. I feel like you need to vent about it, if nothing else.
I don't. I just don't know what the point of that was. Okay, so Chris, you have been working on a platform for stand-up comedians to digitally do shows remotely.
Remotely, yeah.
We picked you over John, Chris. Feel valued.
Yeah,
So-
Team Chaz.
Daddy. So that we did a test for it. My question for you is, who's this Ben guy?
Kev Waggy, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Mystifers.
Kev Waggy! Thank you for fucking following.
Oh, I think I had my overlays turned off, but they're back on now. So next time that will show up. I apologize. You didn't get a little dance. Sorry. Who is Ben?
Who is Ben?
Okay, let me explain what's going on. Actually, it turns out, Alex, that my counter is wrong. I'm 2 away from 200. Baldy 3, you already follow, you goose. But thank you for following again. I love you very much. So here's what happened. I was in Dubai last February, right? As we all were.
Sure,
doing
I was
shows.
there.
Of course, everyone was there.
We were all there. Alex was there. Baldy was there.
We had a big that Chaz was obviously
Chaz
there.
was there. Liam Greenjacket, of course, was there.
Kev Waggy,
Dante Bellalacqua.
Yeah, 100%. Dante Belacqua, he was on point that week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was doing shows for the Laugh Factory in Dubai. Dude comes up to me in a flat cap after the show, goes, "Man, I love that. That was so funny. Where can I see you again?" And I told him how to follow me on Instagram. And D-Carp, of course, you were there. We don't forget D-Carp.
Devin Carp, of course, he was there. He was making deals. A pedigree chum. Yes, you were in Saudi at the time. Yeah, you were teaching teaching geography to the children in Saudi Arabia, which is difficult because they use different maps.
Yeah, and also secretly he was teaching women to drive, which is why he's since left Saudi because they were on to him.
Yeah. Devin Carp, I'll tell you, he loves doxing and he loves equality. Those are his two loves.
These are the facts. These are the things that we all know. So this guy came up to me. I told him how to follow me on Instagram. I got a message. I got like messages from him semi-regularly during lockdown, just being like, "Hey man, I got an idea for a thing. Love to hear from you." But I was like, "I'm sad and you're a stranger, so no answer for you."
Yeah.
And then one day I decided to be like, "Yeah, whatever. He keeps following up. Let's see what's going on." And he goes, "I'm a programmer. I got this idea for online streaming for stand-up because I just like the idea of making it, and I'm bored.
Yeah.
Do you want to get involved? We'd like to have a comedian on board to sort of tell us what you might need and things like that." And I was like, "Fuck it, why not? Let's do that." And so what they made is like, it's a cool idea because instead of right now, everyone's got like Zoom and then their ticket thing, and you've got to link all these things together in a separate thing. This is a one-stop shop. It's all right there. The only problem is, love you, Chaz. Take care, buddy.
Chaz. Enjoy Taskmaster. Well. Also, yeah, I'll go into something else in a second, but go ahead.
So tonight we had a test show because we wanted to see how it worked because they literally started making it about a month ago. I went on, they showed it, and with the 3 of us, everything worked just fine. It turns out that with more than 3 people, basically everything falls apart. It did get better
Everything-
once Pierre was on. A lot of things got better then.
It's interesting. It was just what got it for me is, listen, as much as the tech problems for this stream and stuff like that, all that can be very frustrating. I just when he said, "Oh, I didn't pay the bill. My credit
So
card was
funny.
under my bed," I was just like, "I'm done." Yeah, this guy, I'm like, no, because it's a thing that people do to show business people, which does drive me a bit crazy. Where it's like, your time is like, it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't want to. I was just like, I totally don't mind doing you a favor, but like this guy, I was just like, there was a bunch of stuff where I was like, you should have tested, and this isn't for you, but I was like, dude, what do you mean the mute doesn't work?
Yeah.
And then there was like people in the thing, and it's like, and it was literally, I had to turn down everything. Because it literally sounded like someone was mashing metal in my ear. And I kept being like, hey, is there anything you can do about that? And he kept being like, I was like, no, dude, like if it's a test thing, you gotta react a bit. Gotta shuck and drive.
Yeah, it was pretty chaotic. I gotta say though, they were largely, I mean, in the lead up, they were on top of everything. They always had good answers. And every time I talked to them, new things had been added to it. So I'm hoping.
But I don't understand what the point of it is. Like, that's the thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I was like, what? But why do we need the ticket link to be the same as the video streaming service?
Oh, just it's easier for everyone to set up. That's the plan. I mean, we're not banking a lot on this. It was an idea he had, and I was like, yeah, fuck it. Let's see what.
Yeah. It was just. It's just interesting. It's one of those ideas that people always have, where it's like, we got to put these two things together, and going, no one's asking for that, and I don't think you know what that entails. I think I know how to stream video. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, no, it's a lot more.
I got to say one thing. Oh, so one thing that I'm curious about is payment protection. When he was like, we're going to do all the tickets, I was like, I'm going to need to know where the money's going and how it's being organized and all these things.
Also, and this is just a blanket statement. I don't know, as soon as I see a white person in Dubai, I go, you've stolen a credit card number in your life. Right there.
I think in his defense, the under the bed thing was him making a joke, judging by the chats that I've had with him so far. So I will give him that.
It's also one of those things where I'm like, don't make a joke when your shit doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This wasn't the Twitch partner meeting then? No. Baldy, it was.
Turns out Twitch does not have their shit together.
Yeah. Turns out it's just a guy named Josh.
Thanks so much for doing it though. I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no, I had a blast. I hope it was I just I was just it's one of the, it also hit me where I fucking live a little bit, which is also just like, I just get weed sponsorship. I mean, Alex, you do understand that weed is a giant industry, and they're pumping out their own content. All the dispensaries in LA have podcast studios now and their own people. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, it's not, you can't just go to, like, if you reach out to we can reach out to a weed company, but we need a business plan. And
yes, and that is I mean, we barely have segments,
so. And I like that aspect of it. But yeah, no, it was an interesting, it just hits me where I live. It was just, there was a couple of times where I was like, hey, can we mute and video people? And he was like, and I would be like, well, what about this? And he was like, no. And I was just like, cool. You gotta, I was like, dude, you gotta have solutions to, and it was just like, wait, I don't know how this works. I'm like, this is people's time. Like, this is embarrassing. Yeah.
That was the, it was like, it was like,
and I also feel bad for,
it was very strange.
And I also felt bad for you. Like, it's also one of those things where I'm like, I felt bad for you because you're working with this guy, and it's like, if something isn't working, at least like pretend, like, be holding up, being like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fucking do a little song. Like, nothing boils my fucking brain. Jordan apparently just started streaming Forrest Gump into the Australian Twitch partner meeting and got all the monitors switched off whenever everyone started saying run Forrest 1. There's a streamer on here, and I think that gets free THC. He's doing 20 to 200 depending on time of day. 40 to 220 I meant.
I don't understand Baldy's comment, but I don't know what a partner meeting is, and I don't understand how all the monitors got turned off. Okay.
I don't understand any of that. Jordan, okay. Alex has clarified. We knew it was Jordan Raskopoulos.
Yeah, that was the only part we got.
Yep, that's the only piece of information we understood.
That's still, I mean, Liam, that is light years ahead of what I'm pulling down. Sean, what are your numbers like? I mean, eventually they get there, and not to 220, but they get above 40 with VOD, but not live generally.
Yeah. So live. Yeah, VOD. I think I get it's about average about 100 VOD within 24 hours, which is good analytical numbers overall for Twitch. But welcome, Tom.
What's up, Tuck?
Tommy. Welcome, Tommy. Okay. Where the fuck is Elliot? And where the
well, I appreciate your worry. Thank you very much. It's nice. It's fine. Nice to have someone looking out.
Because I've been in those situations before, and like I want to bite someone's fucking face off.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we'll see how the next one goes. If there's a appreciable improvement, then great, and if not, no harm, no foul. Yeah, I've invested no money into this.
I mean, yeah, don't.
Oh no, of course not.
Yeah, it's just one of those ones where I'm just like, I'm gonna fight this guy. And also, by the way, thank you, Liam Green Jacket and Alex, for your suggestion that we should get sponsorship. I totally know that comes from a place of you're saying that you enjoy this so much that we deserve to be remunerated. But we are going to continue to hopefully grow it and improve it and all that fucking stuff, mate.
We got whales. We got the internet. What more do you want? We got Tuck's
Winkle,
juicy mouth.
Winkle.
All
right.
I call it. Go.
I call him Graham.
Graham. That was it. Graham. Graham.
So, Tommy, you want to come on?
Tom, jump on. It's been ages.
Yeah, because Elliot's being a fucking bag of garbage and not.
It's the last one of the week.
Yeah.
Let's get wild. Let's talk Winkles.
I mean, yeah. Let's get stoned and play Vice City, baby.
Have you ever played Civilization? Oh, Liam, thank you.
I have. I absolutely have.
Do you have it? Do you have it?
Do I have it? I'll get it. I'll goddamn get it.
Get Civ 6. It's on sale right now for way cheaper than it should be. Sid Meier's Civ 6, and we'll play online. I'm going to play against Chaz. I'm going to play against Pierre. I want to play against you. I have no idea how to play it, so everyone's going to fucking rinse me.
Good, yeah. I haven't played it in forever. Kristen,
they don't need your money, Kristen Schull and Kurt Braunelauer.
How much are they charging?
They are fucking excellent, though.
Kristen Schull is a horse. Kristen Schull is a horse. All right, where is Civilization? I will pop it on. I'm going to get it downloaded right now.
Yeah.
Kristen Schull is a horse. Kristen Schull is a horse.
Okay, good. It would be crazy if famous people were asking you to tip them.
Civilization 6. You tipped in the show.
Sid Meier's Civilization VI. Is that the one?
Yep, that's what it's $14.
Cool. Down from like 50, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Ends April 8th. I'm getting it now. Purchase for myself. I want to purchase it now. Your mom is a boomer scam. Oh shit. Oh. Suck on that. Suck on that.
Pop. That's what I'm going to start yelling when we go back to bars and someone says, pop. Pop. I want to be sassier in the new world.
These are the following catchphrases I'm gonna try to get going when the world opens up again. Hang on, how do I say this? Oh my, you've been dealt with. That's one.
I like that.
Yeah, how do you like that one? Now let's see how you deal. Let's see how you like this one. Hello? I'm not talking to you. I was talking to
you're not even talking to the person on your phone. That's disrespectful, son.
Yeah. Whoa, the internet's within me.
He's been in too long. Take him out. Unplug him.
We will talk about the Bruce Dessau thing because I don't think Chris saw it, and it is so fucking good.
What is that? I've heard he said some crazy shit over the last while.
I haven't heard any of that. I've just heard that he did a little April Fool's prank.
I didn't hear that. Well, I don't know how recent it was, but did you hear about when he like wrote a thing that he was annoyed that comics get paid to do Live at the Apollo?
What are you talking about?
He said that comics should do it for the love and for the exposure, and it's not right that they're getting paid this amount of money from a public thing. And like everybody came out. It's the only time famous comedians have spoken to Bruce Dessau.
Bruce Dessau like, Live at the Apollo. I have not. I haven't. I literally wrote Bruce Dessau Live at the Apollo payment, and I can't find anything about it.
Let me see if I can find it. I was talking to Garrett and Alex, and they fucking went off about it.
Oh yeah, I gotta fucking right back to how is Alex?
She's good, man. She's in Wales living with her brother. There's dogs and fields and stuff. She's very peaceful. I mean, peaceful for Alex, you know. She's still stressed as fuck, but she's cool.
Yes,
we watch David Lean films because we're artsy now.
Alex, he's done a thing on Twitter today about Taskmaster. Maybe that was that. No. Needlessly aggressive Hastings. Oh yeah. This is another one of my new things I'm going to get going in the new world.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's called the double wink. Have you seen this? Are you ready for the double wink? You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Okay, here it is.
Ooh.
Isn't that off-putting?
I got a tingle in my bum.
Yeah. It's because you're about to shit your pants.
Pierre had a very silly joke about how you say that you've got something in your nose, and he's like, nose and mouth, only holes you can say that. You can't be taking a shit and being like, I've got something in my ass. I'll be right back. Hold on. I haven't. Where Dr. Zhivago is this week. I'm going to be watching Dr. Zhivago tomorrow.
Why?
Because it was made by David Lean. We're making our way through. We just watched Lawrence of Arabia. The week before that, we watched Bridge on the River Kwai. And before that, we watched what were basically a lot of plays.
All right. So on Bruce Dessau's website, he wrote that he's going to appear on Dragon's Den.
Okay.
Asking for 100,000. The journalist sought the investment for 10% of his website Beyond the Joke, thus valuing his business at £1 million. Writing on that website, this is all on Chortle. Dessau said that part of this business plan was to turn his site into a print magazine, saying there's a pervasive argument that a specialist magazine like this, mixing comedy news with comedy articles, could be a huge hit. Several comedy publications failed even before the digital age, but Dessau argues that the success of Private Eye shows there is a market. The writer also revealed that he enlisted the support of several high-profile comedians to appear alongside him in the program, but he has been sworn to secrecy about the outcome. According to the web traffic monitoring service SimilarWeb, Beyond the Joke attracted 83,000 visitors in February compared to more than 500,000 for Chortle. What up, Steve?
Did he include that?
You certainly did. I mean, I got to tell you, I do have a bit of a soft spot in my heart for Steve. Like, it's one of those things where I'm just like, yeah, man. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's crazy that it's just like, I just love that he is the publication of note for comedy in Britain. And he started clearly, like 15 years ago, people were in pubs in Edinburgh being like, this fucking guy. And now they're like, hi, Steve. Like, it's just like, I do enjoy that.
I mean, the fact that he gets more reads than The Guardian does when it comes to comedy or The Times is pretty fucking bananas.
He is throwing hot shade. And then if you look at the Beyond the Joke article, there's just one part at the bottom. So it has the same thing that was reported in Chortle. And then at the bottom it says, I don't know if this was added later or not. I really hope it was. Oh, and for those that hadn't noticed today's date, ... It's
okay.
April Fool's prank.
Does it say edited at the bottom of the article? Because I like to think that he missed that and then added that last line to be like, I'm in on the joke though.
Wait, on the Chortle article? No.
On the Chortle article, yeah. Does it say edited at the bottom?
It doesn't say anything. The Chortle article doesn't acknowledge that it was an April Fool's prank.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it wasn't Chortle? Nothing. Oh, at the bottom of the Beyond the Joke article, it does point out, that has been edited.
Okay. I thought that last line was on the Chortle one, sorry.
Oh, and it's still up, baby. The Chortle thing is still up, and that means it is delicious.
That guy, did you know that he studied physics at Cambridge? Nothing has made me more angry about Steve Bennett than the fact that he could have been useful.
I mean, he is still useful.
No, he is not. They are the least dependable reviews on a terrible website that ruins comedian self-esteem.
I mean, comedians shouldn't be reviewed. It doesn't make any sense.
What's
up,
on?
buddy? Comedy is subjective. It's also like, who gives a fuck? Hi, Elliot. How's your girlfriend?
She is. She's all right. She's okay. I think she said she was.
Is it?
And then I took that as that. Then she can't say that's bad.
Is it weird for you to have sex with her in your dad's house?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
How close is your dad's bedroom to your bedroom?
Great question. Do you share? If you share a wall, you're a fuck. You can get a hard on in a hurricane, homeboy.
Share a bed? No.
Just a curtain down the middle. Dad,
Yeah. You guys all just sleep in a giant purple hat.
Dad, take off your hat. You're stealing my shine.
Yeah, no, it's enough of a thought. But I'm just like, I'm not really that. For someone of my age, I'm just pathetic. Do you know what I mean? I'm just more like, can we watch The Sopranos?
Wait, what season of The Sopranos?
We're just on season 4. We just started.
You'll start having sex again.
Does it take her off?
It certainly does.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh, they all do that. Game of Thrones did that.
Yeah, they all do that.
I've still got the Wire. I've still got 1 season to watch of that.
The Wire
that's a great season, though.
The Wire doesn't so much do that. The Wire kind of sticks to where it needs to be, which is so nice.
The last one's The Press.
Yeah, last one's The Press.
Great season. Great.
Because I've got to finish 2 more episodes on the education season. But my thing with watching The Wire, like, so with The Sopranos, I got to season 4 when I was like 12 years old.
What?
I started watching it when
That
I was
explains
12.
a lot. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I just started. Oh, my dad showed it to me, like completely.
What are you talking about? Your dad was just like, yeah. Was it the moment when the teenager had her skull caved in that your dad was like?
That hasn't happened yet.
Which teenager gets her skull caved in, John?
I'm not going to go further because if he hasn't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know Jackie, the teenager, gets killed.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll know.
Oh, Christ.
Has Tony been openly racist to Meadows' boyfriend? Okay, so you're that far. Okay.
Welcome, Tom.
Hey, Tucker.
Now, here's the thing. Elliot has expressed, because he has his gal pal over, that he only has this limited amount of time, which, yes. So we got 2 things to get to. First, we're going to watch Elliot Steele at the Lull Lounge. And then
it's so bad.
To make good, we will then watch me also performing in a loft space. And I'm going to say 2008, maybe 2007. I think it might have been 2007.
The year I watched The Sopranos.
When did you start comedy?
2006. So yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be back in 2 seconds because I feel bad about the imbalance of videos between the two of us. And I think I just remembered a place where I might have some terrible videos. So you guys keep talking. I'll be back.
Don't worry, because the other balance is we can also just play Tom Tuck's Graham Winkle clip again.
We're playing that.
What's this?
Oh, don't worry, mate. Listen. If you're in the barrel, that's fine, but you have to remember everyone else is going in the barrel too. We don't just throw one person in. We're not like that WhatsApp group you're in with Netflix star Daniel Sloss and various drug addicts. You know what I mean? We keep it equal here.
It really says a lot about, you know, when someone's like get success and you think your friendship group's going to be cool with it, and then everyone's like, hey, maybe if we lay off beating Daniel in a WhatsApp group, he'll recommend us to Netflix, because that's how showbiz works.
Do people give him a solid pass in that? Okay, good.
No. He gets. It's absolutely. Oh, fuck me.
We just gotta wait for Chris to be back. There he is. All right.
This is gonna be tough to watch.
So Elliot, I watched it yesterday. It's really good.
It's.
Oh, I saw that David Horace in the chat. Hello, David.
Hello, David.
Hello, David. Tom, you grew that mustache in 2 days. I saw you the other day. Where the fuck did that come from?
No, I just shaved the rest of the beard off.
Oh, all right. Well, it turns out I just wasn't paying attention to your face.
How drunk are you? I'm pretty sure I was in a weird play with Daniel Sloss when I was wee. I'm going to need more clarification on that.
Is that the one with where? Sorry if I'm speaking out. I don't quite know the story, so I can say. There was some guy Daniel knew going. Oh no, it was on MSN. Sorry, no, completely wrong. Oh, right.
Is this like a catfishing ends up with Daniel
No, someone started like I can't remember the story, so I don't know if I just made it up. I'm pretty sure someone messaged Daniel. Like I think he did a bit about it, where someone started messaging him, and then the police came and were like, "Has this guy been messaging you?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, my friend Tommy. We talk on MSN." And they were like, "We need all those. Like, we need all of those." And he was like, "Oh okay," and was like, "There you go." And years later, clocked on. But I don't know. I might have just made that up.
I mean, I really hope you've just made that up. I really hope that for some reason you just made up that Daniel Sloss was almost pedophiled, and you just for some reason dropped that here in front of 21 people. All right, so Elliot, give us a little backstory to this clip here. It was recorded the 10th of March, 2014.
It was, yeah. I've been doing comedy for 6 months. This is how arrogant and unprofessional I was before I went. Yeah, it used to be worse than just making up stories about pedophilias before I did this, I'd gone to the park and had a couple of beers with my pals as well, like because I wasn't legally able to drink anywhere. I think I'm 17 in this clip. We're doing comedy about 6 months, and the BBC were like, "Oh my god, yeah, we want him to come and do it because it'll be great to have a 17-year-old comedian." But I wasn't any good at that age, but I could sell a bit, as you will see. It is complete sales.
Yeah, we really want a 17-year-old comedian who has got no possible links to any other comedians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even started, and here we. Oh no.
Now, mate, just a quick clarification. What broadcaster does your dad occasionally do a radio show for? I can't remember.
Hey, John, press play.
No. I just want to clarify really quickly. I can't remember. It's just
the BBC.
Go ahead.
Were you a fan of your dad's comedy?
To be fair,
yeah. Oh, good, yeah.
Even like when you were a kid, you weren't embarrassed by it.
Elliot, say what you were going to write a show about, because it fucking made me die. Do you remember this?
Oh yeah, I'm going to do a show where I go to small towns and then lay a wreath on Margaret Thatcher's grave. And just come off small towns, not that one.
No, the one where you're going to go, I want to do either you said a joke or an hour about how my dad is a very good comedian but a very bad father.
Oh fuck! I forgot I said that.
Oh mate, I mean, I'm glad we recorded it. All right, let's fucking head to the comedy lounge. Woo!
I can't do.
Wait, quick question though: does your dad do his show on radio or television?
Radio.
Oh, interesting. Anyway. Everyone can hear that. Everyone can hear the cool radio static.
Very 90s.
Oh fuck me, no.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. You look like you were groomed by the Lost Prophets.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. That is a very good joke.
Don't bring that into it. Fucking hell.
No. Bring that into it.
What?
Elliot,
don't bring baby raping into it.
Whoa!
Oh, I did forget about that part.
Oh, I forgot about the Lost Pro. I thought
I think that's what you were joking about. That's what.
Yeah, so did I. I was trying to save it, but it didn't work.
Oh, I thought I thought they were just normal pedophiles. My mistake.
Elliot, what size t-shirt are you wearing here?
I guess a small.
Looks good. Anyways, and you're drunk for this, so you
no. I'm not at all.
How many beers?
One-ish, maybe two.
This
is me. I swear to God, this is how tragic this is looking back. I went to this thing like, this is it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that first gig on something.
Oh, you thought like after this McIntyre, then the Apollo. Also, a pedigree chum. You're emo Daniel Sloss is what you are.
I got stuff off the back of this that luckily didn't work out.
What did you get?
I had like the radio company be like, they just basically said to me like, come up with the idea for a show, and I just managed to never do it. And thank God, because I think even deep down, I was kind of like, I'm too new to be coming up with some sort of radio show. Like I knew in the back of my mind.
It's one way to look at it. Another way is that you just popped onto a Twitch stream to say that you were given a life-changing opportunity and felt, nah, I'll just ignore that.
No. Generally, if I had done that, would be watching that instead of this.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Elliot Steele's here's what I bet you they were looking for is they were looking for this show, and it was about you going to various just like towns and doing comedy for the cool teens. It's called Elliot Steele's his dad's show. Was this before or after your show Netflix and Steele?
Oh, this is like 3 years before that genius piece of titling.
Oh my God!
It's the fucking dumbest thing I've ever done.
That was the only show that deserved to be included in Will Franken's list of awards.
Well, I liked Will Franken.
So did I. Man, I thought that was the funniest thing, and he like claims that he got blackballed from the Fringe because of it, and I'm just like, no, I don't think. Chris, I think
you were
muted.
nominated. You were nominated for a fucking award.
You know, Franken's in my phone as Franken. And
Okay.
that's it. Because
what was that story?
What?
whatever they choose.
Oh, right. Because that was that year he turned up as a woman. Everyone forgets about that. Just turn up. Just turn up one year. Just
Well,
this guy to the watchers of this. This guy just one year turned up and was like, I want to be called Sarah. And everyone was like, because it's an arts festival. Everyone's like, well, of course, that's fine. Like, and then the next year just turned up and was like, yeah, don't bring that up again.
It was even better, by the way. He did a blog where he interviewed. Actually, I no longer identify as a woman because I found it hard to get ladies. So it's actually easier to get ladies as a dude. And I was just like, you know what? This dude from Missouri just sent the trans movement back about 5 years right there.
Yeah, no, because that's the exact argument of the transphobic movement.
Yeah, and we have one Evan.
Maybe they've got a point.
Okay, alt-right Elliot's here. Alt-right Elliot, here we go. Oh, good. Glad to see alt-right. Yeah, Alex Watson, thank you. And that's
I generally don't believe they do.
Sure. I mean, how did this little cherub here on stage at the Comedy Lounge turned into Alex Jones Croydon right there? Yeah, Elliot counts. Yeah. Very nice to have Milo Yiannopoulos Elliot Steele joining us here. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, okay, that wasn't as good.
No, it wasn't as good. Listen, they're not.
I still enjoyed it.
No, thank you, mate. All right, let's pop in.
Being young, because I'm 17, which is the world's worst age, because it means I do everything an adult does, but when I do it, it's illegal.
Oh, look at that shitty little fucking...
Your delivery hasn't changed at all. I don't know if you're aware of that. Your delivery is exactly the same.
I like this bit, by the way, because you're advertising for Superdry Japan, the most British. You know it's an English cool comedian trying to get on DVC3 when they pop on an old Superdry t-shirt. I'll tell you what, that's a Superdry t-shirt and a bit and a punchline that begins with genuinely is the most like middle 2010s fucking like prototype out of the box English comedian. Genuinely, was it genuinely? Was it?
Oh, Diamond's got a good question. Was this a 4-minute set or is it edited for highlights?
Oh, Diamond.
Yeah, it was originally an hour and a half, and they did not. It's 4 minutes.
Do you remember the time we spent together in Brooks? How old were you then?
17 or 18. This was like 8 months. This is like 8 months before that. Yeah.
All right.
This was in the winter of 2000. This had been winter, just like January 2000.
You know how needy you were at this point.
Yeah. Oh God. I was. Yeah.
Wait, man. What happened in Brooks Bar? I gotta know. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Calling it our time and Brooks
Yeah,
Bar is
yeah, yeah.
very
Oh,
nefarious.
Yeah, Baldy, you make an exact point. Yeah, that's exactly. I
Yeah.
was like, did you guys fuck in the Brooks Bar bathrooms? Because at Edinburgh, you're supposed to fuck in the Loft Bar toilets, not the Brooks Bar toilets. Brooks Bar toilets are
wall
far
goes
too
all the way
public.
down.
Exactly.
man.
What are you guys,
Yeah.
savages? Good lord.
No.
This is already the worst beatdown I've ever had. Oh.
Basically, Elliot spent the best part of 45 minutes telling me that he'd had loads of whiskey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Elliot,
Nice.
did you drink?
Convincing me that he had loads of whiskey.
that's very sweet.
That's a very 17-year-old thing.
Yeah,
to do.
that's
not
far.
That's I can. That's fine. I'll do that again.
Yeah. I think was the Elliot. Do you remember? No, this was time. There was a year afterwards. I was also going to share an embarrassing moment that we shared at the Fringe Festival.
Just leave my Fringe moments up at the Fringe. Let them die. Let them just.
I mean, that one I come across way more like a dick, but I'm fine than not telling it. Go ahead, Chris.
Elliot, you've only ever been a delight to me in the festival. I have no stories about you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, he's a fucking
Chris.
Elliot's a sweet boy.
I'm not.
Ed, on the other hand, Ed and Tom. Wow.
I'm not saying that Elliot isn't currently a delight.
I'm just saying, I've never had any of these.
Tedious.
Yeah,
I also, I don't do nose beers. I don't party hardy, and so maybe that's why I missed the best.
I got news for you.
Of.
Neither do I. But sometimes someone who's on nose beers inflicts their time upon you.
Yeah.
No. I was the last Fringe. I was really good.
You were very good. I enjoyed it. You were a nice relief because the last Fringe late in live was there were a lot of really questionable states people showed up in.
Are people not taking it seriously anymore?
No, you were never. You were a rock solid boy.
I've never turned up to late in life. Fucked. I've turned up like after having a couple beers, but I've never been. But I've seen people, or not that I've seen. There's only a couple people I've heard Fred ever go. I'm just delaying this, by the way.
Yeah, I know what you're doing, but don't worry.
We got nothing but time. There's no end date to the show.
I can drive, haven't got a license, so that ended that fairly quickly.
Oh my god!
Oh, that was supposed to be a punchline. Where did Elliot go?
Took his headphones off so we can't hear him. This is
not fair. That's not fair. Put those fucking headphones back on right now.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Okay, all right. Let's listen to that.
This is how Saddam must have felt before his hanging. This is.
I mean, I don't know.
I think they roasted him first. You think
Yeah.
his fucking shit-stained mustache, this son of a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Do they think that it's the same thing before they hung him in that weird? Does anyone else remember when that they broadcast that they hung that guy? Like,
do you remember when he tried to invite Q8?
Okay. One at a time. Tom, go ahead.
Like stand up bit.
Say that all again. You got drowned up.
Do you not remember Saddam's stand up bit?
No, sir.
When he gasped Earth.
No. Can you do a bit of it for us?
It was really
No,
funny.
I know he is, but I want to see if he could do it just because he has a mustache. So if anyone looks like Saddam, it's Tommy. It's weird. Everyone does a Hitler. No one does a Saddam when they're doing they shave from beard down to stash.
It's also a Selleck. That's the problem.
It is also, yeah. I got to tell you, Tom, we really lucked out that Magnum PI happened before Saddam gassed the Kurds, or that mustache would also be fucking really off the table. I mean, Saddam Amouche Jones coming in 2025 is very good.
That's front runner for Governor General.
That is neat as shit.
Oh yeah. What do you think this show's all about? Speaking of that, let's watch Elliot's punchline get literally nothing again.
Yeah, the look of shock.
Okay, hang on.
Here it comes. It's like watching Ralph's heartbreak.
Fairly quickly. I can buy.
Oh, that's a fucking fella. Yeah, that's some early 20,000s patter. Coming in from Leedy. Ouch. I want you to know right now, she is the age you were during that clip right there. Yeah, that's an artist right there. 37 pints of milk for our strong big boy. Ooh, let's get to it.
Etymol. So I've got a new way to kill myself.
See, so look. Here's the thing. That's me trying to be dark, and it just. There's no reason to say that. There's no reason. There's no reason to say that,
mate. There's no reason to say that could describe this entire set.
Yeah.
All his entire career.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. That was.
Sam, stay down. Stay down.
Don't worry, Elliot. I gotta fucking. I haven't even watched this clip. I just know that how young of a comedian I was that it can't be good.
By the way, I found a very early clip of me doing stand up in Vancouver as well, so we can.
So
we
if
can all
anyone
play
thinks
this
that we're
goddamn
being
thing.
bullies, we are not. We fucking.
This is like my worst fear happening. So it's all right.
Hang on. The fact that you are being bullied now is not much.
All right, philosophy degree. Don't fucking pick at threads. I know what you're doing. Yay.
Tom, do you have a philosophy degree?
Yes. And the 2-2 is standing me in very good stead in the open jump market.
But what does a 2-2 mean? You know what I mean? It's more like, is it the same?
It means he's a gentleman and he has a gentleman's degree.
It means I could not do enough.
Yeah.
Clever people.
Luckily, a philosophy degree is one of those degrees that doesn't come with a job, so the grade doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of like you're getting a solid B in theater, unlike A minus.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, enough distracting. Let's get to it.
The thing is, I look about 12, so I don't even get surgery paracetamol. So if I get a cold, I go to the chemist. I need box of tissue.
Oh Christ!
I like that. Hold on, pause. Every time he says something, he does a little bounce.
Yeah,
with every sentence, it's a little. Hi.
I didn't even know.
Elliot, you take your headphones off one more time. We're starting the clip again.
Oh, I didn't even notice I did that little bounce. That is, oh my God.
I like the little bounce. What I particularly like is the little hunch over.
Hold on, before you move. Oh, did you see the woman in the front row with the look on her face like, I can't believe that this is happening?
I also noticed that. We'll get to that in a second. All right, let's get back.
Oh my God.
Okay, so you just
paracetamol. So if I get a cold, I go to the chemist and I think, well, what am I going
to do? Bounce.
Got a runny nose. Paracetamol for the headache.
Black jacket there.
There's I gotta say this right now. If you told me that these were just people watching an explanation of what the Lost Prophet lead singer did, that's their vibe. Not. Oh God, this guy, the guy in the glasses, is the one especially because he looks disappointed.
Absolutely baffled.
RuPaul says you have to show vulnerability to get ahead. So I guess if this was a drag race, Elliot would win. It looks like Elliot is holding the front row hostage.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff coming.
Vaseline, chapped lips. Get denied the paracetamol, so now I'm buying a box of tissue and Vaseline.
Not a bad joke, shop.
I haven't killed my cold, but I do have a.
Oh, what happened there? You stuttering fuck!
Oh, that's very endearing.
You stumbling fuck.
You little
and like 8-year-old clip. You stumbling fuck.
Yeah.
You got love someone doing that for 8 years ago.
Fucking put your dick back in your pants. It's from 7 years ago. And
I was on the register for 6 years, not 7. It has to be forgotten.
Oh my God. I will say it's a good joke structure, which you could do in about 6 seconds. And like any new comedian, you literally went, I will set it up a lot unless the punchline doesn't get a joke.
Yeah. I could take you straight to the living room, but would you like to see all the bedrooms and bathrooms first?
Yeah,
Let's see the whole
house. Before you come in and get dinner, let's just look at some grass grow.
That's just a new comic thing. I won't be embarrassed by that.
Shoulders while I tell you the setup.
Yeah.
I know the bit there's a bit coming up that is shameful. That is genuinely shameful.
Will you be quiet so we can hear it?
Sorry, sorry.
Thank you,
Ooh,
Thank you,
sassy.
Tom. I have that on my list as well.
what's the other thing I can do? I can have sex. I think that's the biggest slap in the face from the government I've ever received. Sat there on my 16th birthday. Like, yeah, I can finally have sex. Still haven't.
Breathe into the mic.
What was that, mate?
Look at how I breathe into the mic as well.
I mean, I assume, like, okay. Also, Teacher Tuck is a really fun name, and I'd like you to rename yourself that, Tom. So, Elliot, just a quick clarification. So, you're allowed to have sex at 60. I don't know what's the premise of this joke.
Well, let's find out together.
Oh, it's not done yet. Oh, we're still in the setup.
Oh, is this still
I'm
the?
assuming that
This isn't a bad joke. It's a new comedian joke, but it's not a bad joke.
Well, let us be the judge of that. All right.
It's a joke by a 17-year-old. It's fine.
All right.
Anyone round, is it? It's not
not
like there's
bad.
a knock at the door, you run downstairs, open it, Elliot. Yes, this is Candy. Oh, brilliant. My mum only got me FIFA. This is so much better.
That's fine.
And then the other thing about being this age,
I mean, yeah. So the joke is that when you turn 16, the government might, like, imagine how weird it would be. Yeah.
Like a bad father would just bring you a prostitute.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's not. It gets worse near the end. There's a bit coming up.
Oh, so you did all your A material up top.
Oh yeah.
Good thing you got to open strong, bud. That's the important thing.
Oh god, there was a point in my.
What was that?
There was a point in my life where I thought this was good. Fuck.
Isn't that the worst part of this? Is when you look back and you were so proud of these bits, like no one had ever thought of this, and you're a fucking genius.
Like, I mean, the craziest thing is, you worked hard on this.
Yeah,
as we all did.
and they're just annoying.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
They're called lads,
Perfect
and
timing,
lads is
Alex.
the word we use for dick. Like, I'll give you an example. They were like, "Here's what we're gonna do, boys. Here's what we're gonna do. We should go on a lads' holiday." Oi, all right.
No one even said this to me at this point. That's the worst.
Shagaloo. But
Stop talking over your gold, Elliot.
Are you really leaning into the idea? Do you have a character in mind? Are you trying to be a lad in this, or are you?
I'm just trying to be like. The thing was when I first started. Whereas I am actually quite laddie, I'll try to stitch I try to steer away from it. Do you know what I mean? So instead of like actually going in being like, oh, I'm one of the guys who does this, that's why.
Elliot, were you trying to do the old Daniel Kitson, which is like using laddie sort of street vernacular, but not being part of that?
Well, I didn't know Daniel Kitson at this point. I didn't know who he was, so I would have probably I would have got the thing, but it's just not who I am. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just me trying to be something I'm not.
Okay,
yeah. Based on how you look in that T-shirt, it looks like you're trying to be someone who's contracted the HIV virus. Anyway, so.
Camera down.
I want to know, where's your girlfriend during all of this?
I didn't have one at the time.
No, the one you have right now.
Oh, she's upstairs watching something in bed.
Have you told her what she's doing? Is there what's her name on social media so we can? I'd like to.
Oh no! She's not coming to watch. She doesn't need to know this clip exists.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I could go ask her.
Of you, Elliot, but
I think okay. Let's take a vote in the chat. Do we Tom Topple? Oh, Liam Green Jacket. That's very good. Do we want Elliot's girlfriend in on this?
Yeah,
just to watch 30 seconds. I'll go ask her.
Yeah.
She might not want to be on it.
That's fine. Yeah. She doesn't have to be on. She can just be in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, we can just hear her. I kind of hope that she doesn't stand for us making fun of him and just gets mad at us for bullying him. That's the best case.
I would really enjoy that.
That's why I didn't think you should have even started this.
I mean,
oh no, it's very fun to do. I just want to know that his girlfriend's in his corner. That's all.
Yeah.
You want to break them up if she's not.
Yeah, if she plays along well, then it's great. But it's a win-win. But
I mean, way to kick me when I'm down, Baldy. Way to kick me when I'm down.
Oh, what's going on here? What's happening? That's an alert. Starship Goldfish. Thank you so much for the subscription. That's awesome. Just so everyone knows, Starship Goldfish is the cartoon. This is the Twitch account of a fantastic cartoon called Starship Goldfish that you should all check out. It's on YouTube and it's fucking hilarious.
That's great.
They are great. I love Starship Goldfish. Yeah, God. I mean, what's going to be better if she bullies her or if she gets mad at us?
I mean, there's a lot of good suggestions coming. Leedy actually makes a great point of you guys shouldn't tell her that you think it's shit. Just see if she laughs politely. That's actually not. That's not the worst idea, actually.
But like, we need to know what he's said to her.
Oh yeah,
that's true. Yeah. Do you want to come be on the internet while my friends rinse me?
Because here's the thing, Elliot. There's no.
I couldn't get my girlfriend.
Okay.
But I have got.
Then
yes. Does he have the hat on? Does he have the hat on?
Does he have the hat on?
Oh no! But my dad's gonna come join.
Nice. Yes. Go from the top. We're starting the video over.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, Mark. How are you doing?
Hi, Mark.
All right.
And
Mark, do you want to?
I'm not sure whether the other two come.
Mark, do you want us to start this clip from the top, or do you want to just go from this moment?
Just go from here.
Go from here.
Okay. Have you seen this before?
Yeah, Mark, have you seen this clip before?
Since it happened?
No.
From the top, then. From the top. We got to do it all. It's 3 minutes.
Yeah. I feel. Yeah. All right. We'll let it run. Okay. Let's just go from the top.
An adult does.
Okay. Hang on.
The thing that I think's overhyped is being young, because I'm 17, which is the world's worst age, because it means I do everything an adult does, but when I do it, it's illegal. What is there for a 17-year-old to do? I can drive, haven't got a license, so that ended that fairly quickly. I can buy paracetamol, so I've got a new way to kill myself.
I love the awkward shuffle forward, like 2 steps forward to try to walk away from that punchline.
I just like how Elliot has his head in his hands, and his dad is kind of proudly looking at the screen, just being like, "Oh, all right, yeah, he's doing all right."
I think you were better then.
Oh, this is very. Great question coming in from the chat. Elliot, did you let your dad watch you at this stage? No.
No. Just
sometimes,
but out of. Do you know what it is? Is because you're really good. It's when you.
Thank you.
That point of your career. you know that point of your career. Like, I knew I was getting stuff early on, not just through my dad, but through my agency stuff. Like, I was on at gigs with doing 20. I didn't have 20, and I knew that. So I didn't want people seeing that like this stayed, like, this was my best stuff at this point. I was doing gigs. Like, I was going on at gigs. This is 3 minutes and 38. That was all my gold. Imagine that I was 16 and 22. Or just trains are weird, aren't they? Sometimes they're late. Anyway,
if you ever tried to
got an hour and a half out of that.
Mark, did you ever try to give him tags?
19.
Oh yeah, great question. Elliot, Mark, did your dad ever try and give you tags for these bits? Like when you did the parachute about how am I supposed to kill myself? Did your dad ever be like, just maybe don't do that bit?
No. There was nothing he had to do. It only had something if I talked about a small town somewhere.
Set that in.
If anyone watching doesn't know Mark Steele's In Town, it's one of the greatest radio shows that's been on.
Stop kissing ass.
Yeah,
that's not why we're here. Shut up.
Listen to me. I'm next in line for that show, all right? No matter how bright.
No, fuck you. I would not kiss ass, and you both know I wouldn't.
That's true.
I mean,
it's a brilliant show.
More of this,
and obviously Julia produces both of us.
Oh, I I like Tom's little subtling. I also work for BBC Radio 4. All right, let's watch more of Elliot's excellent set.
Yeah.
Look about 12, so I don't even get served for paracetamol.
This
So
isn't
if I
a
get a
bad
cold, I go to the chemist and I think, well, what am I going to need? Box of tissues, got a runny nose, paracetamol for the headache, Vaseline, chapped lips. Get denied the paracetamol, so now I'm buying a box of tissue and Vaseline. So I haven't cured my cold, but I do have a masturbation kit for beginners. What's the other thing I can do? I can have sex. I think that's the biggest slap in the face from the government I've ever received. Sat there on my 16th birthday. Like, yeah, I can finally have sex. Still haven't. Because it's not as if they send anyone round, is it? It's not like there's a knock at the door, you run downstairs, open it, Elliot. Yes, this is Candy. Oh, brilliant. My mum only got me FIFA. This is so much better. And the other thing about being this age is
I mean, yeah, that one is of all of them is a pretty good joke. I don't like that the woman's name was Candy. If I'm going to be really, really, really specific in my criticism,
I actually do like that because it's so clear that she's a sex worker. I think that's a good name for that. What's your complaint?
Yeah, fuck you, John.
Yeah, fuck you, Elliot. Fuck you, Mark. Fuck you, Chris. Fuck you, Tom.
What I done with Cindy?
Cindy. I see. I think Cindy's a little bit more.
Candy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was Candy. Yeah.
I think Cindy might have been better. Try it with Cindy.
I would like.
We all know you're still telling this joke, Elliot.
Yeah,
Come on.
Elliot, try it out on your next Zoom show.
Are you because there was an original real name?
No. I came up with the name Candy.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Let's be honest. It's a good joke. It's not worth finding out the writing process for.
All right, Elliot. I've said it before and I said it again. Please stop pulling at the threads. If we really start analyzing what we're doing here, we're all just going to have to go sit alone.
I think as a generic in that, for a prostitute that comes round sent by the government when you're 60, Candy, I think.
Candy's
In that insanely unlikely situation, that's a perfect.
I like. If we're gonna get really into the minutia of this, which I'm fine, but if it is a government prostitute, it would probably be somewhat of a bureaucratic nightmare. So it wouldn't be someone named Candy. So it would be. Yeah, it would be like please, and then it needs to be a very cold, efficient, please, please welcome Jane. Yeah, exactly.
This is Mrs. Prendergast. She's going.
Yeah, exactly.
See what? I might bring this bit back. But really, just how about the pandemic anyway? It must have been hard on 16-year-olds because they've got it hard enough.
Regardless of what you'd said, as long as you said Mrs. first, that would have been the funniest version of that.
100%. You missed a trick not running this bit by your dad. I got news for you right there. You would have ended up with that BBC radio show if Mrs. Pendergrass. I'm just saying. Let's just all right. And so Elliot, you're maintaining that's your banger. So now
it's downhill from here.
And you mentioned before that you tried to be really dark with this set.
Genuinely offensive accent coming up. Yeah.
Which one? Okay, take bets. Hold on before you hit play. Which accent? I'm going Indian.
No. Like South London.
Oh, you're not supposed to tell us. We're guessing, Elliot. Come on.
What did you say? I was going to go African. What did you go? What was it, Elliot?
African's not an accent, John. That in itself is racist.
Yeah, but to 17-year-old Elliot Steele, African was an accent.
Yeah.
Probably was. I spent quite a lot of time with 17-year-old Elliot Steele.
Yeah.
He'd had some whiskey like that after.
Yeah, he'd had some whiskey at the time. Let's hit it.
You've got mates who are this age and they're just annoying. They're fucking annoying because they're called lads, and lads just the word we use for dick. I'll give you an example. They're like, "Here's what we're gonna do, boys. Here's what we're gonna do. We should go on a lads' holiday. Oi, all right, where should we go? Let's go Magaluf. Oi, Shagaloof. But if Elliot comes along, it'll be Fagaloof.
Whoa!
You're really selling this one to me, boys.
I gotta say, You are so clearly the person you're talking about in this joke.
Yeah.
It is offensive. It is fucking offensive that you are.
Can anyone else? Is anyone else was very much off-put by the fact that your like character voice was just your voice 1 octave down? Like it was literally just. And now I'm going to talk like me in 1 year's time if I start smoking.
I'm so glad they didn't have. Nobody could film anything when I was doing stuff, and on my first year.
Mark, you're
fair enough, Mark. Like, the paedophile jokes I did in my first year of doing would I'd be dead now. I'd be dead now. People have seen it.
Thank God you followed that up with jokes and just didn't leave it with the paedophile stuff.
The 1990s were different. Understand, though. It's illegal back then. Right.
All right, let's keep going. I want to point out we're almost we're what, slightly more than half.
I would just also say just about that bit there. I have a slight. What's annoying about watching that? I have a bit I do now that's similar, which is kind of like.
I wouldn't admit to that at all.
No, it's a good bit, but it's just that it's funny to see when you watch an old clip of yourself go, "Oh, I was trying to do that bit that I've got now. I don't know how to do it."
I assume you're. Go ahead, Tom.
Do you do the same sort of weird?
Yeah. I really lean into it like that now.
Jolly bird
Is this the bit that went out and then your grandma listened to it?
Yeah, I think so.
And she was like all excited.
Yeah.
She was a mere 90 at the time.
Yeah.
And,
Wait a minute. What happened? So your grandmother heard this bit?
Yeah. She listened to all of this and all the, all the masturbation stuff and all that.
He's not my son.
I told you that. Your grand listens to it. No, she not done.
Do you remember I got really embarrassed as well because you tweeted that day saying there's a young comic called Elliot still on Radio 1 tonight, and I rang you like, delete that now, I don't want to, because I was like all paranoid. Like I was paranoid that people were going to think that I was getting it through my dad on the BBC radio. Who would ever have thought that?
Yeah, mate. I have some bad news for you, Elliot. Your paranoia was justified, and everyone thought that.
I'm like Henry Hill in Goodfellas when he's like, "There's a helicopter following him."
Yeah, just you in the BBC controller's office, just still with the red hair, telling your sister how to stir the sauce. You know, I swear to God, there's someone out there trying to give me spots on television.
Ringing my dad. I told you, don't use the phone. Don't use the phone.
Yeah, I needed that radio show, Karen.
That was all the radio we had, Karen.
All right, enough stalling. Let's do this.
Morality question. I have to go to parties with these boys, and there's immense pressure put on you as a young man that you have to talk to girls. They sort of get talking and stuff, and then they go, "Let's go have a dance." Now the thing is, that's fine, but with my age group, dancing isn't dancing; it's air sex, right? It's twerking. It's
you're getting the nods of agreement.
Yeah. This is a woman looking at the person that told her to come to this taping, going, "We could be in a pub right now."
I can barely do the real thing.
All right, we got to make sure we don't miss the punchline here. It's hard to identify sometimes. I'm so sorry, Elliot. I feel very bad.
So, I thought, right, what am I going to do if this girl wants me to dance for her? I know, I'll ask my mates for some tips. But the thing is, my mates are really cool South London boys, and they were in a break dancing group.
Are they, Elliot?
No way is that true.
No way.
No way is that true. That is a lie. Where'd he go?
Elliot, confirm, deny?
I can't even remember that joke.
Good.
Your friends are in a breakdancing troupe? Were you ever friends with a breakdancing troupe?
Nobody I've known has ever done breakdancing or dancing or breaking. Like, never.
Essentially, is this cultural appropriation?
It's borderline racist what I'm trying to think.
That's what I was trying to say politely.
I mean, Pedigree Joe is absolutely got your number, and it's wonderful stuff.
Imagine just like think of the kind of parties you go to when you're like 16, 17, and if somebody started breakdancing in the middle of it, everyone would be like, "Oh, okay, well, be careful because you're going to knock over the TV."
Also, in 2014, breakdancing wasn't on the cultural zeitgeist. Like
it was like 93.
Based on your age, someone had
years adrift. It's brilliant. It's like. Yeah, got people in the sort of
it should be you doing this joke, not me. Like,
is this Elliot? Are we getting an act out in a second? That's what I want to know. Are we getting a serious, committed act out?
This is an act out that when I showed Kai Humphreys this clip, he had to pause it and generally go outside and have a cigarette after he'd quit. And just go like, I need a minute to process what I have to say to you.
That's exactly where I was hoping this is going, and thank you so much for doing this for me personally. It really means a lot.
I only ever heard it on the radio, so this I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, great act outs for your radio set, big guy.
Okay. All right, I want you all to know that I've gone from enjoying this to the back of my neck is now sweating because I'm very concerned about what Elliot did.
Well, the thing is, Me Too hadn't happened at the time, so it was okay to say this.
All right, here we go.
Before now.
I went up and I was like, all right, bruv. She wants me to dance with her. What do I do? And this was genuinely, this was his response. He went, hey, fam, listen, yeah?
Oh, buddy.
You just got to show her the moves. You go lay down in a bedroom, innit?
You know what? It was weird. Someone talked over it. Let's hear that again, just real quick.
No, let's hear that again.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Hold on, I'll go invite Ashley and Suze back on. I think it's time to cancel Elliot. Let's just one more time.
From the boys, and they were in a break dance. So I went up and I was like, all right, bruv. She wants me to dance with her. What do I do? And this was genuinely, this was his response. He went, hey, fam, listen, yeah? What you got to do, blood? You just got to show her the moves. You go lay down in a bedroom, innit? I went, I can't show her that level of disappointment, yeah?
Not a bad line.
Yeah, that's all right.
The end line was good. What I really liked, though, was what you did after you said the punchline, where you just went, ugh.
I like the breakdancer is dog whistling for black people. I didn't expect that at all.
Dude, Chris, not even kidding. When I wrote this, I knew that's what I was doing as well. Like, it is something
I think what's interesting about it is it's not necessarily racist, but when you look into it, it is a bit.
Yeah.
Sophie Duke now does that room.
You sold it to Sophie? Is that
you step into Sophie?
Holy shit, you know this is live, right? They're all comedy fans. These aren't just like, this isn't just us. This isn't just a Zoom call, lads having a catch up.
No, okay.
We're on there.
New technology, so much to learn.
Oh, I'm so excited to be on the front page of Chortle tomorrow.
John, I think it's adorable that you think Steve's watching this.
Yeah, no. I feel like people might clip that out, and it'll be Mark Steele and chums.
No. Anyone who cares about comedy won't send it to Steve.
Zinger.
The reason I don't want them to go back is because that means this clip resurfaces more when they go, well, what were they talking about? We have to watch and find out the context. And it's like,
this is an absolute amazing callback to the beginning of this, which is Bruce Dessa will write an article, and then it'll be in Chortle.
Also, Bruce Dessa was a fucking poison dwarf.
Noted.
What?
Yeah.
We are all really, all other Twitch shows, comedy shows, will be breaking this down tomorrow. All right. very good. Let's hit this.
But the other thing about being young is everything is your fault. Everything's your fault, and they blame everything is on you. Like, the thing that I hate is when they blame things I love. Like video games, it's the one thing I love. Get to see them go to different worlds and stuff, not focus.
How does your family feel about the video games are the one thing you love?
Yeah, they know where they stand.
Cool. Yeah, that's good. That's an open family. I'm a big fan of like watching This Is Real, like new act bingo, because the way you nervously shuffle your weight back and forth on your feet, the way that in between the setup and the punchline, you grab the mic for moral support.
And
all of this is just fantastic.
Like arm hold like this. And
Oh yeah, I was
I'm a
about
little
to say,
teapot. Yeah.
what the fuck is that?
It's the Josh Whitcomb. This move right here.
I gigged a lot with Josh.
I'm sure you did.
That was
Elliot, before any of us go on, we would not be doing this if we didn't love you.
I know. I know that. It's absolutely fine. It is just. It's not the roasting; it's the knowing that this is out there. And like I said,
we're all tweeting this video as soon as this is over, Elliot. Everyone's going to see this video.
Do you understand the amount of fucking shit that I know that is out there? That I was way too into being videotaped too early into, like, maybe last year I could have appeared on television. Maybe there's some stuff we're going to watch in a second that is a crime. Go ahead, Elliot.
Just focus on video games. It's great. But then people blame it, like they go, "Oh, Grand Theft Auto, that's what's making kids go murder people." No, it's not. I play a lot of FIFA. I've never gone, I should go out for a jog. Right? It's just it never happens. I think it's just something. It's something to blame.
Are you having a stroke?
I
had a very good point to make, and I was nervous about it.
Okay.
It's like Colin Powell at the UN. This is a nervy time for me. I'm lying to the nation.
That reference is from when you were 5 years old. How dare you make that reference?
Yes.
Here's what's amazing about my stand-up. It's either fuck up a FIFA joke or do a reference I have no part of. There's no in between.
But that's a really good joke. I think it could have been a lot better than that. That's a really good joke. Grand Theft Auto makes you go and be violent. FIFA doesn't make you go play football.
Yeah,
it's the classic new comic thing where it's the right structure and the wrong punchline.
Yeah. It's just one of those.
The funniest thing you could have put in there. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a bit that you had to hope the audience were nice enough to laugh at, and most of the time they were, because I was 17.
Well, if you have the right structure, then regardless of the punchline, if you're charismatic enough, then we'll laugh.
Yeah. You come up with a much better punchline now. I've just thought of 3, and I'm too nervous to say any of them.
The purpose of being a new comic is to work out what you think.
Yeah.
Well, apparently I've thought a lot about video games.
Certainly.
and different ways of calling out black people without naming them. So
I was going to say, and a lot of.
I'm glad that I really trimmed the edges of that and now just do it from the off and go, look.
Yeah.
I really got a lot of black friends. This is how they talk.
I really like how you just say one part of your MAGA loof punchline, and you just say that out of a car window whenever you're just driving around London.
I'm glad I'm currently off screen.
All right, let's watch how Elliot lands this ship.
Bring it home.
I don't think I do.
That's what it is. It's there. It's easy to blame. I reckon even back in the 12th century, they were doing the same thing. They were going, you know what's causing all these wars and making kids violent? Bloody tapestries. Yes. Little Johnny went down to the Bow Tapestry, come back, be firing arrows into cows' eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Elliot Steele. Thank you very much.
That's pretty funny. That's a funny example of firing arrows into cows' eyes. That's a funny image.
Yeah. Like, it was almost there. I would actually say that was probably your best joke was at the end.
Yeah.
Well, finish big.
Oh yeah, you got fucking nailed it, bro. I like that bit.
The comics would get 20 minutes out of that. They'd been doing the archery and everything, wouldn't they? And I've been to the tapestry, and I can't, always on that tapestry all night long. I can't get them off it. They'd be
But it's that thing of just getting to a contract. But the bit that's not in there that I'm glad isn't is there used to be I thought it was in there, was the jazz hands act out. Because after that dance bit, I used to go, is there, if I had to show a girl my moves that I was going to show in a bit, if I had to show my sex life through a dance, it would just be jazz hands. In fact, I think Betts, when we first met at the CAF, I would have been doing that bit. So,
I guarantee that if you did, I didn't talk to you until the next time I saw you on stage.
I don't get the bit. So what you would say is, I do jazz hands?
No, so like the thing I was saying about like, you got to show the moves you're going to lay down in the bedroom. I would go, if I had to show my sex life through form of dance, it would just be jazz hands.
Because it's a wanking joke. 'Cause you jack off and you're, you know what?
Oh, God, I hadn't got that.
Yeah, no,
I actually hadn't either. I thought it's because you're like nervous and you're just like, don't touch me.
It's not that bad a joke, but
no, it's the jazz hands. Yeah, but it's a bit of, you know what, I'm gonna say it. It's a thinking man's wank joke, is what it is.
I expected you to hump a stool. That was my. Oh, thank you so much for the follow.
For BBC.
Yeah,
that's just my dad plugging his next show on BBC. That's not.
All right, let's close it. Elliot, do you want to stick around and watch some embarrassing things?
I'll watch. I can stay for a little bit if you would say we'll watch a bit of John's, and then I.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, cool. Your poor girlfriend's upstairs watching some sort of television while the gentleman. All right. Oh yeah. Fuck me. All right. This is from.
Watson wants you to show something from my voice agent.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. Don't you worry, Tuck. We're gonna get to that.
We'll get to that.
Oh yeah. Can we? Can someone bring up the Tuck alert on John's stream, please? We've already turned it into alert, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll say this though: there are comics I know who now put out things. Wait! Let's watch this.
Yeah. Here, this is me.
Oh, this was at one of the best comedy rooms ever.
Was
this is such a.
I don't know what this is.
Oh,
I can tell you're there standing there thinking, look how much of an artist I am in your black shirt. Oh.
Yes, it looks like we're going to get some poetry.
Thank you so much for the raid, everyone. We're watching some stand-up comedy that I don't remember being from 2009, but according to the time date is. And let's see what horrible fucking... Yeah, look at this fucking fresh-faced boy.
I really want this to have your pyramid joke in it. You used to have an amazing joke about pyramids.
It does not. This is before I was...
What's that, Tuck? Sorry?
Look at this guy with a realistic forehead.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Straight to the point.
This Irish Easter Island head just popped in to share his observations. Oh, I was trying to be really edgy at this point, and I am very worried about some of the things I may have said.
That is the new comic. So you would have grown up on the same, probably.
This is not that new. I'm 3 years in. I just am not. Yeah. As it turned out, I was not very good at something that I was doing.
3 years in is new. 3 years is new.
Let's see. Let's all.
Let us judge.
Oh no! I know what bit I did.
Oh, good.
No, press play on.
Yeah.
Fuck you for you. That's fine. It's good.
That's what I came to see.
I know, especially you came to see. These laughs need to be bigger, people. That's what I want to hear. This is my rocket to stardom, and I need you guys to support me. Like, I don't want to have to fucking announce it.
The bit that evidently was cut out was I would point out to the front row that they were staring right at my crotch, and it was like a 3-minute long bit where I talk about, you're looking at the comedic crotch. How funny is my dick?
Ooh, that sounds real bad. Why didn't they leave that in?
I mean,
didn't they know that 10 years later we'd want to be making fun of you on the internet for this?
It's 12 years. Tom, thoughts as opposed to just your face currently?
That sums it up.
Can I go and get a drink, or is it going to get better?
I mean, it's better if you're here just because it's more voices dissenting. But
it's good to film this camera on the same cameras they caught UFOs on in the early 70s. Well,
this wasn't even me. This was just a friend of mine doing me a solid and filming
No,
Because
it's not you doing the camera and doing the stand-up at the same time. Well,
fuck off, Elliot. All right, let's get into it. Also, what a fashion choice. I look like I'm a supply teacher for some sort of drama school.
It's only 3 minutes long. Let's get through it, and then I can go and get a drink.
Not NASA moon hoax this shit. Sweeten it. Like let's make it with the laughter, people. I'm a little upset. A little upset about things because I've been traveling around. I was in Ontario doing a bunch of comedy. And I was talking to a lot of people, and no one's.
I have not been traveling around at all. That's a lie. That's a full lie.
Seems to be sort of following that U.S. election that's going on. And you guys know all about it, the U.S. election, because we as Canada need to really be fucking paying attention because here's how it works. Canada, it's like if the world is a house party, Canada and the U.S. would be like these two people sitting here at this couch. The U.S. is right next to Canada, so if someone comes to vomit on the United States, a little bit's going to get on Canada. He's going to have a vomiting arm. He's going to have a shitty Sunday.
Gentlemen,
Can I ask, did you write that, or did you just think that because there was a long pause as you were like, let's see where the fuck this is going?
I think I wrote that.
That's worse.
Did you
That's
write
worse.
that and leave the long pause so that people thought you came up with that in the moment?
I mean, I don't like how much Tom has nailed that. That's exactly what I've done for sure.
And you still do the same thing now, really, John?
100%.
Yes.
Don't
I was going to say,
don't we all, Elliot? Leave that stone unturned.
Yeah, let's not. Let's not start knocking on that door, my friend. Because
the one constant about John is no matter how good or bad he's been throughout, is he projects with so much confidence that the audience can never totally be sure.
Yeah,
and that is a mean trick that you've played on people.
Yeah, welcome to theater school, my friend. What? Do you understand that there is no reason for theater to still exist, and yet it is still an industry? Like, do you understand? Like, it would be like if there was still a part of every town where you could go see people use a typewriter. There's like,
John, did you see Jerusalem?
Pardon me?
Did you see Jerusalem?
What, that play with the guy in the trailer and he drinks a bunch of raw eggs? No, I did not.
Well then, you can have no opinion on theatre.
Baldy nailed it.
Carry on.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, he's gonna have to tide to go that shit, and it's gonna be terrible. But so I did some research on the candidates, and I find this really interesting. The past couple of presidents,
Nervous Mike's head fidgeting, excellent.
That came up during their campaign to get elected became their major.
I don't like how baggy my pants are, and I can't unlook at it. I don't know why. It's really bothering me.
That is by no means the worst part of this, and you need to know that. You need to sober up and pay attention to what's wrong with this set.
No. Listen, I'm still me. I still have to live in that body. Do you understand? There are cells that existed during this performance. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Norbathon.
It's only 3 minutes long. Let me get a drink.
Tom, stop directing the Twitch stream, mate. Come on.
We spent an hour on Elliot's 3 minute and 40 seconds.
Exactly. Like, we can't.
What do you want from us?
We can't race. We can't race.
The Twitch stream can't be us just watching the clips and saying nothing. Just
I
going,
love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
just being what it is.
I really want to know what happens.
The first half an hour.
It's a little puzzle for me. Like, which election is it?
I'm actually trying to figure out that too, because it's 2009, so the presidential election has happened. So
this had to be 2008, 2007.
Yeah, this had to have been 2008. All right, let's get to it.
As they were president, so like George Bush, do you remember when he was getting elected in 2000? Use that word more like stealing votes, random conspiracies. It's so fun that you don't need to say the joke.
And now we'll know.
Finally, someone had the balls to say it.
I'm glad everyone sat down for
years after it happened.
Man, you guys get fucking ready for in 2033 when I have some sick bits about Biden's election. I got news for you. Yeah. George W. Bush, by the way, painted those paintings.
Very good. Very good.
Oh man. I hope you guys are all ready for my 2035 Edinburgh show, Brexit. What's the deal?
You say George Bush, and was like, he's retarded. We're all screwed. He's
right. Did anyone else enjoy that hard R word right there?
Yeah,
and that was the punchline.
It's
Yeah, of
still
course
just about allowed. It's still just about allowed.
It certainly is not. Let's all
Well,
go to.
I'll be the last of a dying breed.
Let's go to Tom's face right there.
It is allowed in very exceptional circumstances, and that was not one of them.
Yeah.
Even, you know what? Regardless of whether it's allowed or not, that's the laziest fucking punchline I've ever heard. It's just, I know. Let's go deep into politics and then close with calling someone retarded.
Yeah.
Some trenchant satire.
Let's go into politics 8 years later. You know what I mean? Fuck.
The audience like it.
Yeah. What was that?
They like him. They like him.
The
There's
audience like the retarded thing. The audience now. Don't call them that.
By the way, I'm reaching into that pocket trying to find a joke.
Towards the apocalypse. Who's excited? I'm going to meet Hitler. It's going to be wicked. It's going to be fun. But no, the little quirk that came out of his election was that he was stupid and that he was addicted to cocaine. So really, obviously a problem these past 8 years. And then Bill Clinton.
Oh, good. We're going for some Clinton jokes. Fuck yeah.
backwards.
Is there going to be a blowjob joke?
Okay, go ahead, Tom. What are you saying?
Does this go back and back? So
understand what that previous joke was.
No one knows. What's more exciting is this joke ends with a really wicked Buchanan line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait till you give Truman what for.
Yeah,
right.
mate.
Taft is gonna fucking get it.
Hey, you know what? Adlai Stevenson can get fucked.
Yeah. I tell you, I really lay some zingers right at Jefferson's door. I got news for you.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Howard Taft was so fat he got stuck in a bathtub. The cunt.
That's exactly the kind of joke that it would have just ended on cunt. This fat cunt. And he's gone. He took himself out for shame.
That would actually be a really funny routine. Someone doing some satirical stuff about when was he president? About 1904, ending up calling him a fat cunt. That would genuinely be a funny act, wouldn't it? Yeah, doing 120-year-old stuff.
You know what, Mark? I would actually listen to a podcast that was like the news quiz, but about American politics in the 1800s.
Oh my god! Yeah, just episode after episode
in character.
Ulysses fucking Grant would be
sign up for that.
Yeah.
All right, let's fucking wrap this up, and then we can listen to Tom talk to a little kid about his penis.
His little foible was that he was a womanizer. He slept around, and that was his little problem. No. Which really is a little problem compared to Cokie McStupid that we've had for the last 8 years.
Boat face before it was even a thing. You are a pioneer, John.
Yeah, mate. Fucking John Stewart, watch the fuck out. Yeah.
You took a day off after writing that, didn't you?
I certainly did, mate. Yeah, don't fuck with me. Yeah. Listen, not all of us can be cutting edge satirists going after, break dancers. You know what I'm saying? Some of us speak truth to power, huh? Fucking not all of us have candy knocking on our door.
We were both talking about things that happened 20 years before us.
Yeah, but that is funny. You at 17 were more out of date. So out of date, it was like twice the age of your entire existence.
Oh no, I don't even know how this ends.
I think that every time there's a crisis, they have to call Bush back from vacation. Does that kind of irritate anyone else? Like, in the middle of December or in the middle of March, we have to call the president back from vacation. He's celebrating Arbor Day in Tahiti. It's very exciting. We need him to sign these papers. So the two little quirks.
I like how you lost confidence in that bit completely before it ended. Like you didn't even let the audience decide that they hated it. You're like, no, I'm going to say these words and move on.
Watching this, I've lost faith in my career. Do you understand? Like this is the foundations that it was built on.
This is annoyingly not as bad as
If you thought that was a joke, I don't even think that was a sentence.
Tom, if you stick around, we'll read from my blog that was from about 5 years before this, and I don't know.
I've heard about this.
Yeah, I know
It's
you
top
have.
notch. Great stuff.
Yeah. Power stance. Yeah, me and Elliot both love a nice aggressive stance, don't we?
McCain and Obama. McCain's little quirk is that he may be senile and prejudiced against Asians, which really, as China's becoming the superpower of the world, I think that's who we want running the Oval Office, if you ask me. Remember what I was talking about, the vomit? That'll be nuclear vomit on all of us. That shit doesn't come out.
I like how my lack of confidence has now been caught to the audience.
Yeah, you don't believe in any of this, and that was a weak ass callback.
In the laundry.
Yeah. You're just ready to leave now.
For our mind rapes.
Hey, I've been John Hastings.
Yeah.
That was goodbye.
Full bail.
I don't think that apart from that last bit, that was just someone who's been going for 3 years and hasn't been gigging regularly. That's all that was. It wasn't that bad.
Is that the whole gig then? 3 minutes and 3 seconds? Is that?
I mean, no. There's a bunch more clips of that, but we're going around the horn there, Mark. We can't just focus on one performance.
Am I allowed to go and get another drink now?
I have to pee. Tom needs a drink. Chris.
Yeah, I gotta pee as well. Can the Steels hold this down for a minute?
Yeah, we'll hold it down for a minute.
All right,
Yeah,
you go. We'll
cool.
go one at a time. Chris and Tom, you go get drinks.
No, we're all going. It's the Steels show.
All right.
No,
yeah,
that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
I'm putting Elliot in charge.
What was that? Do you have a clip of you that I swear you're trying to be like Julian Clary? That
Really?
you deliver. You're really camp during it. Unsettlingly camp. I remember.
All right.
But
I just try to do a Julian. Who does your hair? Is it the council?
but it was kind of like that. But like, it was in the 80s at the store.
What? And I'm camp.
You're slightly camp. Like, it's weird. It's almost but it's like, because you know that thing when you start imitating, when you first come up, you start imitating people you see who are good.
Well, I was imitating Julian.
But then
That would be a really strange choice of people to imitate.
but you wouldn't have subconsciously known you were doing it. It's the same way, like if you're with someone who you really respect and is good, like when you're first starting, you'll start imitating them. So it's like the same way, like when I now see newer comics, they're trying to be James Acaster. So I'll see some guy in a sweater come on and go, but not that James does that. James is really good. Well, come on and go, guys, and they'll try to do something quirky and talk about how they got a beanbag as all their furniture, but they're just trying to be Acaster. But before me, everyone was coming up was trying to be Stuart Lee. You know what I mean? So there's that guy everyone was trying to be for a minute.
I know I did. When I first started, I used to do. There was a couple of bits and I do it with an American accent when they didn't need to have one, and it was because my thing was Richard Pryor. You know,
Right, yeah.
First comedy I thought. So I'd be talking about. I don't know. I'd be talking about something, and it's
Fucking bitches and smoking crack.
Yeah.
Classic Mark Steele stuff.
Yeah.
23. So I was in prison for dealing in heroin. And, but yeah, exactly. And but I don't remember having a camp phase.
There's a clip of you where it's at the corner store and it's weirdly camp. But I don't know.
You mixed me up with Julian Clare.
No.
Yeah. All right, hang on. Let me just. So it's at the Comedy Store, Mark Steele Comedy Store. Is it like a live at the Comedy Store, Elliot?
No, it's not like a live at a comedy store. It's from like.
Is it on there?
It's from like the 80s. It's old. It's old.
I just want to point out, by the way, that if you Google Mark Steele Comedy Store, Elliot Steele's live at the Comedy Store comes up first. I'm just saying.
That's cool. Right. So is this is on YouTube somewhere?
It was. Someone put it up, sent it to us. Or I think they. Do you know what? I think they even emailed it to you like years ago. And then you were like, I can't watch it. And I watched it and I was like, you're weirdly camping it. It's just
Yes.
You're kind of camping it.
Oh, I wish I could remember the camp phase. It was so crazy, the 80s.
Yeah. What was that? So this
in camp, and I can't remember a thing.
So, Mark, so how it started was you started your comedy career pretending to be a black man from Illinois, and then there was a camp phase in the middle, and then you.
Then from 2004 to 9, it was this sort of Chinese phase.
Oh man! All right.
Yeah.
I can't find it anyway. But by the way, once you hit page 5 of your Google, it gets really nuts. And that there's a guy from marketingstockport.co.uk that's doing some sort of slide.
There's one of these mental people who thinks that 5G's caused causing all sort of, I don't know, all the vibes to all go upside down and causing COVID. And his name's Mark Steele, and he goes to all the demonstrations.
I thought it was you because I saw you were speaking at one of them. It said Mark Steele, and it was along with like Corbyn and David Icke, and I was actually going like, I don't think you want to be doing this.
Yeah.
So, I generally thought you had a call going, oh mate, yeah, there's a gig for it, and like you just accepted this.
What would there not be any gigs around at the moment, mate? The only ones I can get you is things at the anti-vaccination, anti-lockdown fucking thing. So it's Trafalgar Square with David Icke and the bloke from Right. It's no money in it. It's good for the profile. It'll be on the news.
Just Mark Steele and Alistair Williams together at last.
Oh my god! Yeah, it's the Abbott and Costello that the 21st century truly deserves.
I can genuinely only do like 5 more minutes. I'm really taking it.
I mean, you said you're going to give us an hour, and you're giving us an hour 40, and you brought your dad on. I have one last. This is just a David Icke question. Was when David Icke went on television and said he was Jesus, how did he get to be on television? Like he was on Have I Got News for You and everything after. Why didn't everyone just go stop it?
It does it with Johnson and does it with Farage. It's all British satire shows. They bring someone on, they get a bunch of people who are left wing to sit and I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about like a bunch of people go. It's like the Nigel Farage thing where Mock the Week's like, Nigel Farage, he looks like a turtle without a shell. And then they do that for 10 fucking series. And then the next thing you know, people start going, oh, he's not as crazy as they painted him out. He's actually seen more than these people. And then you end up with Boris Johnson in charge. And the rest of the week show is like, how are these people in charge? And you're like, because you're making them look cuddly, you fucking idiots. Sorry.
That's Mark, was that your experience actually on the shows?
Yeah.
David Icke sells out huge places. He does like stadiums.
He plays the O2 on a regular. It was
yeah.
He doesn't even do anything. He just has his son's band play, and then he goes out, does a speech, and then he has break dancers. I'm not even kidding. He has break dancers.
Oh, is that
wait a minute.
What are you doing today? We're gonna go watch David Icke's son's band play the O2.
I can't believe David Icke's son is riding his father's coattails towards fame. What's that like, Elliot? Is that anything?
I've got to shoot off, but this has been so.
Elliot, Mark, thank you so much. Elliot, please,
thanks so much for having me.
Elliot, what's your social media? Give all that. Thank you so much for your time, buddy.
On Insta at Elliot Steele and on Twitter at ElliotSteele.com. Thank you, God, honestly.
Elliot, you're the best. Thank you so much, buddy.
Great to
Everyone,
see you,
please go
Take
follow
care.
Elliot. That was amazing. That was amazing. Oh my God, an hour and 40 minutes. That just flew right by. Thomas,
great. So first,
how are you
first
feeling?
Celebrity guest.
Do you like that? A celebrity guest popped in, gave Sophie Duker what for, and we made some David Icke. All right.
And didn't realize he was on live.
I mean, yeah, I want to know what Elliot said to him at this point. You know what I mean? Like that was the odd thing where he's just like,
I missed the
I've
Sophie
got
Duker comment. What did he say?
oh, he just said it's just like Sophie Duker.
I have three.
Okay. Yeah, 3 friends are making fun of my stand-up. Do you want to come watch? And his dad said, yes, of course.
Yeah. Oh. I can't believe the Icke family can be all like, fuck this, let's bring out the break dancers.
Let's see a lizard do this.
I can't believe Isabel's still awake.
Whoa, no doxing, bro.
Who's Isabel?
Yeah.
Simon
Who's
Gazer.
Isabel?
No, don't do that. That's not fair.
Listen, I know we say always be doxing. We're all about the ABD, but
why? I feel like what happened here was someone made a comment when you went to go make another drink, and now you're getting your vengeance.
How did the Steels do when we left? I came back for the tail end. I'm a big fan of this new thing where we just leave guests in charge and John and I leave. I think that's very funny.
Great.
But I didn't think that was cool, but I really needed a fag.
Oh, I could tell, because when you said I really want to go get a drink, that took me back to like, oh, I know exactly. He's gonna walk out and have that great feeling of you going, I want a cigarette, I want a cigarette, I want a cigarette, and then
Bloody cigarette, mate.
Oh, it's fucking good, isn't it?
Mm-mm.
What I want is I want all of those feelings without the cigarette feeling. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the problem. That's what I'm looking for.
I've been trying to find something else to smoke. Have you ever smoked cloves? Are those any good? The herbal cigarettes.
Don't do that, or I'm gonna have to beat you up.
Has anyone ever done that? Just at a jazz concert with some
I mean, you can do what I.
I have had the herbal cigarettes. They are
Thoughts?
They hurt you.
They hurt.
Yeah. They're not pleasant at all.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's not good. So what's the plan here, everyone? Are we gonna listen to the fucking Winky thing?
Yeah, of course.
Do you want me to give the background to this?
Yes, yeah.
Context is very important to us on this.
I also just want, before we get off the smoking thing, I discovered last night after finally Googling it that I've been smoking the wrong weed to go to bed. I have been smoking sativa before bed, and it turns out indica is the one you want, which really explains.
Sativa is the brain one. Woo!
Yeah. Which explains why I'd get super stoned before bed and then just lay in bed for 2 hours, just really enjoying thinking and then fall asleep, as opposed to last night where I literally smoked it out my window and then just went, "Ooh, let's go get into bed." An error that will be allegedly. Thank you, Alex. Allegedly supposedly.
Always.
Man, I'm really happy that went well. Also, I want you all to know that I definitely have anxiety because right now I'm going, ooh, I hope my Ike family joke wasn't too much for Mark and Elliot Steele, which is what always happens after we have one of these episodes. Usually it doesn't happen on air, where I literally will, like, there was one where we were watching one of the Liars, and I almost messaged Chris being like, I went a bit far, and then I went, no, you're fine. It's fine. People would say something. Tom, let's have the backstory. And can someone please get me the link for this? I don't know how to find it.
Diamond's got it.
Sue Terry,
Alex has it.
Tom Tuck.
All right, let's get the background to this first.
Well, apparently you played a few different links from my voice agent's page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Specifically the Graham, the Winkle one.
Yeah, the Winky Graham one. Yeah. That's the one and I, by the way, was against doing it because I felt you
know that this was on my voiceover agent's page.
Oh, you didn't know this existed? Oh no,
I know it existed because I did it, but I did it for very little money because it was for a charity.
Oh, that's very good.
Okay, what was the charity? Was it NAMBLA?
Was it for NAMBLA?
The National Association of Man-Boy Love?
Man-Boy Love?
No.
Oh, okay, just checking.
I'm glad you considered that.
Yeah.
I don't remember the charity.
I want to say, by the way, the greatest joke in the history of Jon Stewart's Daily Show, which they did for a long time and then discontinued, which was so funny, which is anytime there was an acronym, so they'd be like, and they were rated by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, also known as NAMBLA. And they would just, every acronym was NAMBLA, and they never explained what NAMBLA was. And they did it for years, and it is so fucking fun. Like, just, yeah. And that was, of course, provided by the Central Intelligence Agency, also known as NAMBLA. And just, very good.
You know what would be great is if we found out from Tuck that clip was actually a commercial for underwear. That was how they chose to sell underwear to kids. That's a creepy picture, by the way. I don't like that picture. It weirds me out. I think you're a very handsome man, and that picture creeps me out. I don't like it.
Did you hear that? Or did I not hit?
Yeah, I could hear it. Yeah.
All right. So this was for a charity. You know you were paid, but you don't know it wasn't enough. And
it was enough for a charity. I think it was about £200.
It's not bad. And were you recording it with the child, or were you alone?
I was alone.
Good. Good. And what year was this?
This was about 4 years ago, I think.
Also, it's called the Dad commercial. This is only 4 years ago. All right, that's pretty good. All right, let's get to it.
You know your pants?
Yeah, Dad.
Well, your pants are there to keep your winkle and your bottom private. And if anyone ever...
This brought to you by Hanes.
Yeah. The problem with this is that, like, sort of doing it, it's like we've already done the bit. We're now just watching Tom listen to himself.
I think you have a really nice voice.
Will you tell me, okay?
Okay. It's not called my winkle anymore.
Really? What do you call it now?
Graham.
Also, why do you have a Birmingham accent for 1 second in that when you go, really?
Good question.
You don't understand Birmingham.
Okay, then, but why do your accent changes when you go, really? Because that's not how you say really. What?
You don't understand what the North is.
That's okay, but the accent change does happen. Though. So if it's whether or not it's Birmingham, why the shift? Do you think?
Yeah,
is that a choice? Or does it just sound nice?
No,
he's so frustrated.
Like that's just how you pronounce things in the North.
Are you doing a Northern accent?
Because you don't sound Northern in the rest of it.
From the North.
But you don't sound Northern in the rest of it.
You don't sound Northern right now.
Well, fuck you.
There we go.
Hey, all right.
Say really.
Really.
That's not how you say it.
Yeah, no, you just put that on.
Now on to you, Tom.
You know, I went to international schools from the age of like 9 to 16.
I did know that, yeah.
Yeah.
My entire persona is constructed.
Yeah, we've all heard your com, mate. Well, at least we fucking tried to. Jesus Christ. Did you make it through that whole thing?
I did. It's one of my faves.
Oh, fuck you.
That one and Alfie Brown's are my two favorite ones. I've got to be honest with you.
The only thing I ever listen to is when Bill Burr yells at him. That's just keep going back to that.
Does he yell at him? I never heard that one.
Yeah, he tries to tries to fix Bill Burr and be like, but isn't it wrong to say this? And at the end, Burr's just like, listen, we're not going to see eye to eye on this, all right?
I like that.
Yeah, it's very special to hear. It's got very much open micer giving the headliner tags vibes.
My girlfriend at the time decided she hated Stu after listening to it.
Wow. I mean, I can't. I like Stu. Like, we get along. I can't listen to that podcast because I think he's a really bad interviewer. I think he's a good guy and a good comic, but I don't like the way he interviews people.
I think he is a good interviewer, but his interview style tells you more about him.
Yeah, I think that makes him a bad interviewer. Yeah, that's the definition of a bad interviewer.
No, but that accidentally can become a good interview.
Yeah, it's like Mark Maron's harnessed that. He is that, but
he isn't a good interviewer, but there are some very good interviews.
Yeah, but I feel like that's not his fault. You know, it's like I like the Darrow O'Brien episode, but that was because Darrow O'Brien managed to get some stuff in. But he's got this thing that he does that drives me nuts, where whenever anyone pauses for like a second to try to get the right word or to crystallize a thought, he can't deal with the silence. And he just jumps in and interrupts him and hits something else. I'm like, this is bad. This is a bad job.
He like in my but thing is, like, I really pushed to be on.
Oh,
okay. Canvassed. Oh, Tuck.
Oh, ruffled bricks. A rady baby for the babies.
Very really nice. Welcome, ruffled bricks.
And then, but because I was a listener from the beginning, very beginning, and so I really I pushed to be on, and then he said before we started recording, "Oh, because you've you know the show, I'm going to be really harsh."
Oh, by the way, for those of you just joining us, sorry, Tom.
Oh, okay.
We're discussing Tom's appearance on the Comedian podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Ruffled Bricks, thank you so much for bringing everyone. He says that on the pod too, according to Alex Watson. He says that he
does.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for the follow, Martin Zimmerman. I love you.
But like he like really like pressed me on things that I felt weren't fair.
Well, it's an interesting thing when it comes to something like interviewing. This is a bigger thing, which is it's one of those things that actually takes a lot of skill and a lot of ability.
Yeah.
But it's something that seems like there's no trick to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where it seems like it's something that anyone can kind of do. But there's if you're not actually very careful and somewhat trained, you'll kind of as making as I demand. It would. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. It can actually do exactly what you're talking about, where you don't feel like you're sort of presented properly, or you like, you know what I'm saying, or you're hammered on something that doesn't seem appropriate, stuff like that.
Well, he kept going on about a
Winkle.
joke I'd made.
What was the joke?
I
can't believe a broadcast would go on and on about a joke, something someone has done in their past, and then just over analyze it for like an hour.
It's really unprofessional, actually. I won't stand for it.
You know what? You're goddamn right. I'm glad
bring
we're
their
saying
family
it.
into it.
Exactly. What next? You know what I mean? Make that they bring it up. So they're honest with their friends, and then the next day they bring them back to have people discuss it at length. You know what you know what that's called? That's disgusting.
The seconds, man.
I think I should say, fuck John Hastings' dad. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
Are you?
What? Oh, I don't know. Stephen Hastings is a gentleman. He came on and was a delight.
Yeah, it was a real delight. Yeah. Really dad heavy week. We've had two dads on. The John Arnold is very similar to Tom Tuck. I have a NAMBLA. Is great. It's a bit Reagan-y.
Yeah, very Reagan-y. More than a bit.
I'm going to say this right now. The chat is having a real big day. I'm going to say it. You guys have absolutely. I mean, this one's great.
I really like Leedy's. Fuck John Hastings' dad, I guess.
Yeah. I think that's a hashtag. But Tom, you were saying so. What was the joke you made?
Well, so the gag was about so it was a joke in my show that he then interviewed me about the show, that alcoholism isn't a disease in the same way that tuberculosis isn't a disease.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Okay, I've never seen that bit, but I have heard you say that in real life. So.
Yeah, I've heard you never say disease. I've heard you say it's not a thing.
Yeah.
And he just laid into you for that for ages, like we're about to do for the next hour and a half.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, and then he also said like, and so is that the finished show? Like, yeah.
Oh, kind of dismissive like that.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
Yeah.
Cheered. Thank you so much, King Geo. Always welcome. What a gift.
It's an interesting one. The phase that thing of is sort of a throwback to the beginning of podcasts, of that thing of where one comedian in sort of a community would establish the beachhead of being the guy that would interview comedians about the crowd, and like WTF has kind of stopped being that. Let's get like you make it weird, or let's make it weird. I don't remember what
you made it weird.
You made it weird. Has kind of moved away from that. I haven't listened to I honestly haven't listened to Stu's podcast. Is it still very much on the craft, or has he evolved? I'm just more interested.
About a year, I think.
Yeah. Me. I meant to listen to Fern Brady's one a while back, and I forgot to.
I love Fern. I directed one of her shows.
Really? Which one?
Her second, I think it was.
Do you remember what it was called?
Is it the one about the brunch?
Was it
Yeah.
male comedian?
Is it the one about the brunch?
That's the one.
Oh, that one was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it.
I don't think I saw that one.
With
She's great though. I fucking love
end,
Fern.
the end with the dog videos
Yes.
that I couldn't talk her out of.
I was about to bring that up. I was going to go, whose idea was that? Because I actually thought the ending was pretty fucking.
100% fun.
I gotta tell you, I could see how people wouldn't want that. I thought that was the a really good utilization of that.
So you know, well, it depends where you saw that in that Fringe run. There's a point in that Fringe run, I think about a week and a half in. From that point onwards, she said, "Oh, my friend said," which is this guy who was directing the show. Like my friend said, it was weird that I financed my Arabic degree by doing strip dancing.
Yeah. Oh, I remember this show. This is a great show.
Yeah.
And so I pointed out to her that it was quite weird that she was doing a degree in Arabic whilst financing it with this, and like I literally never thought of that. That's really funny. And then the next day, it was in the show. It's like,
Nice,
and just,
nice.
My friend said this. Like, I think I'm directing it.
Yeah.
I think that joke, the version I saw, because it was changed to I was a stripper and I used the money to buy feminist literature, or was that also in it?
No.
Yeah.
Good.
Either way, hell of a bit. Very funny.
Well, very good show. Very good show.
Yeah, Fern's awesome. Everyone check out Fern Brady. She is very funny, and she just had a special come out. I think
for sure.
I think she just had a new special come out recently.
On
if
the
not,
BBC.
was it a Bieber? It was a Biebser.
We've somehow done 2 hours.
Incredible.
It's on BBC iPlayer. Everyone go to BBC iPlayer.
Cool. Go check it out.
What an important question. When is Tom going to stream MTG? When are you going to stream just you singing the Mountain Goats? Also, for those of you watching, this stream will end.
I don't think that's what that question is.
When is Tom going to stream MTG?
Mountain Goats, right? Gotta be. Or Magic the Gathering. It's Magic the Gathering. Yeah.
When are you going to stream Magic the Gathering? Fucko.
Who's asking?
Alex Watson.
Oh. Well, maybe tomorrow. We'll see.
There you go. There you go. You heard it here first, folks.
Very excited.
Does Alex Watson care about Magic the Gathering?
What was that?
She just said whoop at the announcement that you're doing it, so she'll be there. I don't know how much she cares, but she's going to watch, so that's something.
Yeah.
What I need is 3 comedians who care about Magic the Gathering, so we can do some chat.
I can't help you with that, but I feel like Paul Foxcroft can.
Yeah, I feel like Paul Foxcroft's your fucking.
No,
he can't. Tarj.
Tarj lives with me.
Yeah, no, I mean Tarj strikes me as a Magic the Gathering kind of bloke.
He does play Magic the Gathering a little bit, like for a stream.
All right,
all right.
I feel like now you're just being a bit.
No, I've been thinking about this a lot.
Does the phrase "beggars can't be choosers" come to mind?
I have an old video of me doing stand-up. If you'd like, it's not the one that I wanted, because that is actually. Let me see, because I just tried to convert it while we had those guys on, and I'm trying to find it now on my computer.
By the way, if you want to embarrass me,
yes,
look up BBC Three Tom Tuck. You can find a stand-up bit where I'm
from the French.
Yeah. Really undermined by the audience, and it's horrible.
I know exactly the clip you're talking about. Let's bring it up now.
You've already watched it.
I think we watched it with you. I think we started it with you here.
We all watched it together.
Yeah, the good morning.
And someone heckled you right at the start?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tom fuck. You can't say that.
Yeah.
It's on the telly. We actually didn't get that far into it. I just found the clip and it's saved exactly where we stopped watching, which is 30 seconds in.
Oh wow, we literally got to Tom fuck and that was it.
Yeah, we got to Tom fuck and then popped off. So you know what? Let's pop back in and see. Let's see where it goes. I remember this because they also fuck you in the edit really spectacularly in a second.
Yeah.
Going to do a punchline. Hello, sir. What's your name? How you doing? Would you like to watch my bit of the show in 3D? Yes, damn right. I hope that enhances your experience.
What did you do?
They fucked him so hard in the edit. Yeah.
I threw a ping pong ball at his head. It's a very funny joke.
You nailed it. Liam Green Jacket, by the way, says Googling Math does not produce any handy lists. And that was a 3-hour episode. But was Tom original? I mean, that we all know that clip doesn't work in this context, but goddamn. All right, let's delve deep.
My definition of humanity is twofold. One,
Tom Tuck just gave up on that gig. Right there, that's the tone of a comedian that just went, let's get through this shit. Right there, that's exactly what that was. Tom, confirm, deny?
Confirm.
Yeah, that is literally one of my most favorite moments in show business is when and it's a very specific to stand-up comedy where it goes from, yep, like we're fun to, here we go.
And before this gig had started,
well, this is a marathon. I remember.
I really thought this is gonna be yum and yum.
Oh, you thought this was going to be fucking... It's not Tom Tuck going on. It's Tom fucks everybody's soul with his joy.
No, well, it's an idiot idea, like Elliot was saying earlier. But I did think...
But everyone has it, though.
Maybe I'll get some work.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Just some.
Yeah, of course. You're on TV.
You learn some.
Why wouldn't you? That's a perfectly rational thing to think.
Yeah, listen. Unless there's a pandemic, and then your television appearance yields nothing.
Yummy knowledge.
Yeah. Yummy knowledge. All right, let's see where this bit goes.
Animal instinct when that's the right thing to do. 2, you should do things that no animal would ever do.
Tom, you say you're from the north of England, but your chain and open shirt tells me you're from Greece.
Yeah, or someone yells Tom fuck at you right at the start and then you give up.
Yeah. Please welcome professional comedian and man that you can throw easily, Thomas Tuck.
Dream of.
Oh, you think this is my fault?
Yeah, that's right. I blame the victim.
Classic Hastings.
Yeah, classic Hastings. Yeah. What? Why is this man dead? Because he probably can't keep his goddamn mouth shut. That's why. Yeah. I was not allowed on the OJ defense team because my entire strategy was, well, why was Nicole so close to that knife?
Cancelled again. Hastings cancelled again.
Mate, I'm like Louis C.K. in 2017 on this bitch. I am canceled constantly.
Are we allowed to listen to Louis C.K. again?
I have watched hours of John.
A lot of the shine's gone off.
Yeah, that's it doesn't work. You're just like, oh, you're just a fucking old creep fuck. It would be like finding out Bill Burr was in fact a Grand Dragon in the KKK. Like you're like, oh, this isn't fun anymore. It'd be like finding out Patrice O'Neill is white.
him jerking off at someone is the punch line is so disappointing.
Yeah, but there are a number of routines that don't require him to be wanking currently.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He had amazing stand up, but it just like I can just say that listening back, I was like I prayed at his altar, and listening back now, it just lost some of the shine, and not by choice. That's just the feeling that's coming out. It's just different.
Like I haven't listened back to any of it, but just remembering, like,
hit it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what we glean from your bits.
Like, when was the last time an owl spiced up its sex life? Yeah, stupid owls. I went out with a girl a while ago, and she used to read all the women's magazines.
Yeah. He never lied to us. He told us exactly who he was. I mean, he did about whether or not he did that.
Oh my God, where are my sunglasses?
How you used to always say stupid owls?
Yeah, Tom or Chris cut out pretty badly.
Can you not hear me?
You like
really?
froze pretty bad. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I was trying to do something on my computer. I'll stop that now. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay.
I can't, but your leg
is that how you always delivered stupid owls?
Yeah.
The way you delivered stupid owls seemed especially aggressive. Was that normal, or was it because you were angry at the gig?
Fuck owls.
Really?
Not an answer.
You don't like owls?
Idiots.
No, man. They're the best of all birds. They're super predators, and they've convinced the world that they're fun librarians of the forest.
That's a pretty big move.
And they got really long legs, but you wouldn't know it. It's all very fun.
Yeah, you got to wet them. You got to wet them before you know.
Yeah, that's how I feel about a lot of things. Fuck owls. I mean, the chat today is really getting to me. But what about the owl from Clash of the Titans? I don't get that reference.
I didn't watch Clash of the Titans. Was that the one where Liam Neeson played a god?
He's doing a Mark Lamar and deliberately winding the audience up with his owl take so we can win them back. I mean, I got to tell you, the chat has been all over the shop, but I'm really loving that King Geo popping in with just this fun thing. Saw some snowy owls a month ago.
Just a nice moment.
Yeah, just let you know. And you know what? I can even picture where that would have occurred. I would have been stood on similar soil with that gentleman not too long ago. Blade Runner and Winnie the Pooh, both great owls. Diamond Geyser, From Your Mouth to God's Ears. Speaking of which, let's see where this goes.
Do you know the women's magazines? They're magazines for women. But in every issue in the women's magazines, they have sex tips. Every issue of the women's magazines, there are sex tips. You think some of them would be good at it by now?
That crowd did not go for the irony that you baked into that.
That's a really good joke.
Yeah, and that was set up properly. I will actually say, if I wanted to be totally honest, here's what happened. You were too aggressive with the owls thing, and now they're like, this guy's fucked an owl, and he was upset that the owl wasn't good at sex.
I just can't get over how angry you seem. This feels like a very untuck performance to me.
How much stand-up have you seen Tom do outside of AC Mask? I've seen him do stand-up, but he's usually about this level.
I'm very happy at AC Mask, aren't I?
Yeah.
Well, I've seen him do, like, most of it was at 2 North Down in the last few years, or like maybe other gigs. But yeah, I want to say 2 North Down.
Yeah,
and there's normally like
we did twice together in the last 4 years, I think.
Yeah, we've done a few, but I feel like you're coming off as like angry here, whereas normally you're either contemplative and silly, or like maybe almost, I don't want to say detached, but almost elsewhere while you tell everything.
So
whereas this feels more like conventional stand-up, something that I don't expect from Tom Tug.
So this was 3 a.m, and the audience had been forced to stay in their seats.
Since
so there was supposed to be in 2-hour blocks, but this audience were in their second 2-hour block.
Wait, because this was I remember this was my first Fringe. This was like this weird BBC Three marathon, and basically like every comedian but me got a fucking time slot on BBC Three.
Yeah,
like it was like a shitload of. It was like 24 hours, and everyone did 3 minutes.
Yeah, this like I had to approve the bit, but it was at like 2 a.m, and the audience had been there for 4 hours. Like it was nonsense.
So they really liked comedy at this point. At this point, what they're wanting more.
Everything.
But we were reading one of the sex tips, and that issue was all sex tips about food. Put a chocolate on you and do a sex. I mean, but who does their laundry that often, honestly? So later on in the list, it said, freeze some fruit for sex. Do you know why you do that? Have a guess.
There it is. There's Tuck.
It's for the oral sex. Do you know what? It's like sex, but orally. But
that was very ACMS Tuck. This was very. I can imagine Luke stood next to you going, "Can we move it along?"
Yeah.
Night, Diamond. Have a good night.
Good night, Diamond. Guys, have yourself a night.
Good night to a person I do not know.
Yeah.
You put some frozen fruit in your mouth and you do the oral sex, and hot, cold, that is nice. Well, so then, do you know what the best fruit for it is? Have a guess.
You are ready to strangle that woman. Holy moly.
Yeah. No. I was sorry. I was not replying yes to that question. I am disappointed with how I am in this moment.
Interesting. Oh, in this bit.
Yeah, at the time, I would always do it to a woman. And nowadays, had I written the bit yesterday, I would always do it to a man. Because,
it's funnier to do it to a guy.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Yeah.
And there are times when I had done that bit when it was fair to the woman I did to. And there are definitely times where I did it to a woman where it wasn't fair.
Yeah. Live and learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not guava. It's not guava. It's a terrible guess.
Oh, you're not pleased.
You know mouths, yeah? Yeah, it's got to go in there. It's grapes, isn't it? If you think about it, they're really smooth. No corners. Because corners are the enemy of genitals. I knew a man who was airlifted to Singapore. All because of a corner.
Didn't feel the need to tell
So
them.
I had a frozen.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, I was going to say that was one of the most fucking mind melting segues ever. Remember when men always did the exercise to women? Golden age of comedy. They really spoke for us. So wise. What are you talking about? A man being airlifted from Singapore because of corn? What was there more to that bit usually, and you just cut it out?
Well, so I mean, you're supposed to be intelligent enough to know that corners are the enemy of genitals.
Yeah.
And then I knew a man who was airlifted to Singapore because of a corner.
Yeah, but we want to know the story of this specific corner and how it happened. And
a man literally ran into a table and had to be airlifted to Singapore.
From what country?
From Bangladesh.
Oh my God! Oh man! Table to the nuts, and he's on an emergency flight.
Yeah.
Shit.
The way you said
fast was he
There
running?
wasn't a good enough hospital in Bangladesh.
How strong was that table that it took out a fucking?
It must have been against a wall. It had to be against a wall.
It wasn't it wasn't mahogany or anything.
Liam, I don't know what to do with that one.
I have a better one than that. John knows. Do I? I don't. King Geo WTF. Put something that would jog my memory somewhere where I can look at it right now to see if this can. Because I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Lady Art. The table wasn't strong. The balls were
Oh,
weak.
Lady, very good point. Yes, I agree completely. And go.
Frozen grape in my mouth and I was doing the oral sex.
Have you actually done this, Tom?
I mean, I very rarely say anything on stage in stand-up that isn't 100% true.
Is this one of those rare occasions?
No.
Okay.
Nice.
And have you ever played Hungry Hungry Hippos? Because he just took it. He just went, that is my grape now. Nom, nom, nom. And there's a tray in the game, isn't there? There's no tray on ladies. That should be sex tip 1. Don't expect there to be a tray. And she didn't notice. The first she knew about it was...
Why did you just grab your stomach there?
I thought you were moving your vest down.
Pardon?
There's a moment here. There's a moment here. I find it. Why everyone watch Tom's hand? You just give your belly a little squeeze. It's like you're like, we need a bit more energy.
Wake up, Tom. Come on.
FBD. All right, let me go. Let me pop in.
Oh,
Is
Rose
that one-
mentions banging into a corner and arousing. Oh, okay.
I forgot about that. Oh, Christ.
Oh, wow. This really, King Geo, you just broke John. King Geo knows something that happened that John now remembers.
There was
and
someone
King
both in our
Geo
lives.
sent it
I
in a
actually,
paper.
I don't remember being there. I remember this. I don't think I was working there at the time, but someone very close to King Geo WTF fell on a sharp stump and ripped open his nutsack.
Oh, ooh, that's terrible. I hate that.
I don't know why I touched my stomach.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that in
thanks,
my
Liam.
life, when I've had something coming into my body, I've always felt the need to check it.
Check it how?
You know, if you're drinking something, like it's quite nice to feel it going down your throat.
Okay, so you check your stomach? Sorry, I think I missed the start of this.
But
All right.
yeah, I have had a drink and rubbed my tummy at the same time. So I can imagine that when comedy's coming out my face, I've squeezed my tummy.
I rub my tummy a lot when I'm on stage. It's very comforting. It's very nice. And it's nice to say terrible things while you're slowly rubbing your tummy.
Yeah, I rub almost anything on stage. Most notable, but I think it takes a real weirdo to just full turn their back to the audience and just rub a wall for a while, and that's called the Hastings. I got news for you. Yeah, if you ever want to see a real divided room, get me on stage around a lot of comedy industry people, and they will. And this is to a man, start being like, "Why is his back turned? Why is his fucking back turned? Why is his back? Why is he walking off stage? Why is he walking full off stage?"
Some of them will be women.
Some of them will be women. Yes, some of them will be women. Some of them will be men. Some of them will have decided to be men. You know what I'm saying?
No, keep going.
No, neither. I don't want to go down that.
No, please finish those sentences.
No, that's why they fucking call me the main event, motherfuckers. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's bring this home.
Yeah, and don't think you're getting off the fucking easy, Chris, and fucking not showing your clip.
I can't.
It was on my face.
Yeah. Make with more lies.
I've been trying to change it. It's MOD. It won't play.
Why can't you control about when they're following an awkward amount of fishing. But you can't leave it up there. You don't want wine in a bit. Wise, wise owls.
What the fuck? Where's Tom?
I'm here.
Oh, he just leaned back to bask in it.
Good.
No,
that's me.
Get away.
Well, that was lovely. I'm going to play some Vice City now, I think. How are you feeling, Chris?
Yeah, I'm pretty tired. I'm just seeing if it'll play in this window here. No, fuck. Why is that?
Because you can share not from Chrome, by the way. You can just
No,
share
I know,
Chrome.
but it's not that. It's that the format that I recorded it in is MOD as opposed to MP4 or something such. And none of my programs will play it, which is very frustrating. So what I was trying to do when I froze was I was trying to convert it to MP4 so that we could watch it, but that froze my computer, so I had to stop it. I'll have it for next week. We'll watch it then.
Tom, plugs?
None, I suppose, other than at Turligod.
I'm gonna play Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So for anyone watching who wants to enjoy that, this stream will end, and immediately I will come back on in a minute or two. I'm gonna take 2 minutes to pee. I might smoke some weed, allegedly.
Ooh, allegedly.
And away we go.
Love to smoke some allegedly.
I'd love to smoke some allegedly as well.
There I am. That's gonna be me, bros. Chris,
I'm
plug?
going to give me a follow. Give me all your good stuff. I got 2 podcasts, Chris Betts versus Podcast, where I debate with comedians. This month's lineup is really, really good. Let me look at it. We got it's a really fun, good lineup, isn't it? I'm very happy with it. We got first week is Finn Taylor and Ivo Graham. Then Adam Rowe and Dan Nightingale, then Liz Mealy and Carmen Lynch, then Mike Odewale and all of the comedian. So come check it out. If you listen to the old episodes, I got a bunch of great stuff, including Hastings. Talk. Yes, sir.
You're not getting me on?
I'd love to have you on.
I thought you've already done the show.
Yeah, I'll just book you in. I'm not booking May yet, but I'll book it later. I'm booked up till the end of April right now, and I'm bored of booking. So, but I'll get you on. Think about who you want to do it with, because I'm booking it in pairs. That's it. I'm going to be playing Civilization with Chad Garrett on. He did it with a here. We'll talk about it off. Then I also have a music podcast called The Big Shiny Podcast, where I talk about alt rock in the 90s. It's very, very fun. We're very, very mean. I'm going to raid somebody, and then you're all going to run over and raid. I'm going to do it for the stats, and then you're going to run back to John when he starts streaming. Deal. We're going to raid Colt because he's got 142 people watching, so he's fine. Raid messages here for a good time, not a long time.
I like that.
We are going to raid right now as soon as this 10-second countdown ends. You're all wonderful. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming on, Tuck.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, everyone. See you in a bit. Did you raid, Chris?
And raided.
See you.
Bye.